right, pop on over to the. All right, we good on Twitch. I just got the alert. Turn that down. Refresh YouTube. Get the old Sherry shares out. Switch it over. Live on YouTube. Kill that noise.
No, I'm just into the Discord.
About damn time for the new chair. All right, we are going to get it cracking. All right, we're going to get this show on the Rizzled. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome y'all back to another live episode of the Chris Logic Podcast. Your boys, Dynamic Duo, is in the building. You already know who we be. Your boy Frost, and I got my co-pilot with me.
Yes, sir. The man, the myth, the legend. It's your boy Zay. We are back at it again with the installment 5-1.
Fitted one.
51 people. And we come to you on what I call the first official day of the NCAA tournament. I know it is the first four. And we did get a treat for you tweeting the leaders. TikTok fucktards that wanted to down talk Miami of Ohio. That went out there and got a dub in the first four. As we said, they deserve to be in the field of 64. You know, so they did what they supposed to do. They beat SMU. But like I said, episode 51, people, Thursday, as always, NCAA tournament, best time of the year. Well, if it's not the best, it's one of the most exciting times. You know, we've already had technically two upsets, but one big one being with a 12 beating a 5 with trash ass Wisconsin. And we'll jump into that a little bit later, but we should have a good one in store for you guys today. We should have a good one in store.
Leave it to my boy Joe to get started with the shenanigans out the gate. He said, "F the bull." What is going on, y'all? Appreciate y'all tuning in. What's going on, Scotty? What's going on, Joe? Appreciate y'all getting the energy going right early. But as Zay said, it is opening, the official opening day. I know we got this, the first four in games that be going on Tuesday and Wednesday, but it is officially opening day. My holiday, even though I was supposed to be off from work, but it felt like I had to work, like basically from home, like finishing my bracket up with the Xbox going and all types of shenanigans. And like Zay said, I was happy to hear that Miami of Ohio handled their business. Even though, bro, before we get into our subjects, because of course we got some NFL to talk about, some more college hoops to talk about, and some legal stuff we got to talk about as well too. Not involving us. We're good. You know,
We're being sued by the TikTok haters.
Oh God, bro! I swear, some of them are on that kind of energy, bro. Like you'd have thought like we like hit them with like defamation lawsuits. The way some of them was responding, like, damn, like, bro, it's just a take. But you know what? It, like you said, our guy Sneaky, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's
and doing what it's
provocative. It gets
supposed
the
to do.
people going.
Going. Like I said, and it does that. It grabs their attention. But the thing is, they usually can't say that I'm wrong. And they get into their feelings because they only hear what they want to hear. And that's the beautiful thing with social media, especially with a sound clip, with a sound bite, with a clip. They only get bits and pieces. They get a microcosm of what it actually is, right? So even
Yep.
with Sneaky talking about Eli, right? Eli is going to go to the Hall of Fame. I just don't feel he is a Hall of Fame talent. That's why I use talent, right?
Uh-huh.
But
Yep.
people hear that and be like, "Oh, you see, no, he's going to get it. He's two-time Super Bowl MVP, two-time Super Bowl winner, quarterback. He has demanding name. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. But was he a first ballot Hall of Famer? Fuck no. Was he a second ballot Hall of Famer? Not in my opinion. And he hasn't been. And the votes have backed that up, right? So even if you feel the type of way, guess what? You can't say that I'm fucking wrong because the proof is in the pudding. But at the same time, I also feel there's no such thing anymore as a first ballot Hall of Famer. So
There
with
is
Bill
the
Belichick.
Belichicked. you,
So
you can get Belichicked.
right. So there's no such thing as a first ballot Hall of Famer anymore. If he's not first ballot, there is no first ballot. He has 9 fucking rings. You're not first ballot. Like, so it is what it is. So we love you, TikTok, tweeting the leaders, haters.
Bring the smoke.
Bring
We
on the
welcome
drama. Bring on the comments. I mess with it. I'll respond from time to time. But hey, we do this for you guys. This is what we do it for. So
No doubt.
keep pushing us down the algorithm. Keep it up. I fucks with you. I fucks
Hey,
with you.
all I'm gonna say is, hey man, to get near 1,000 views of video, you know what I'm saying, without having to pay for it, I will take it. I'm slowly figuring it out with this like clip stuff, man. It's a process, but I love like I feel like I've really started to grow with like the creation piece of it in the past pieces. But nah, bro, you are definitely the guy like that sparks that stuff, be hitting with those takes, and the numbers don't lie, and the
Yep.
replies don't lie either.
And
So.
another thing too, right? Another thing too, right? To touch on it with the Bo Nick shit, right? One
The
thing,
Phoenix take was still goaded.
yeah, like, but one thing you got to understand, like, about Trent, why I didn't just call him a game manager. At the end of the day, you can think whatever you want of Trent, but you got to call that nigga champion.
He got one of them
So,
things.
so you
Yep.
can take that how you want, but you only hear Trent and you think whatever. Trent's
Right.
a champion. I literally just said he's an athletic Trent, which meaning he's an athletic version of someone who doesn't have to do everything to win you a bowl.
Big
So
facts.
take that as you please, TikTok Nation. But trust me, I'll take a Trent if it meant I'm getting a bowl out of it.
Big
Look,
facts.
I love Joe Burrow, but if you told me it took Trent Dilfer to come to be our quarterback and we win a bowl because of it, because our defense is finally something, I'll take that 10 out of 10 times, twice on Sundays, especially twice on Super Bowl Sunday. You feel me? Like, fuck that. I don't care. Bring me a ring. Bring me a fucking ring. It don't matter if
Hey,
it's Joe
even if it's
Burrow.
10-3, bro.
Hey,
Final
a
score
bowl.
10-3.
Guess what? You got to call me champion
Facts.
because,
Facts.
and especially if we get more than one, that just means it was a dogfight, and the defense both defenses showed up,
Yeah.
right? So it is what it is.
Or the
Would it be
offense is
would it
party
probably
to
be
now
boring?
the night
Would it
before.
probably be boring? Yes. But at the end of the day, will I have the apparel that says champion? Yes.
Hey
Yes.
man, the Spurs had a dynasty, even though they were arguably the most boring champion we've ever seen.
It was boring because it wasn't ISO ball. We
Facts.
moved to an era of ISO ball
Yep.
in the NBA, and they still use team ball, almost like a college offense, move ball.
Literally.
That's the reason.
Motion.
Oh yeah, they moving the ball like the Spurs. Yeah,
Big
that's
facts.
a
People do be
thing.
saying that,
That's the
right?
thing, bro. Like, find the open man,
That's right.
pass it, give the extra pass. Look at that
Everybody
pop
eats
pass.
me.
Look at
That's
that pop pass.
Yep.
Like,
I want
come
3
on.
passes before a shot goes up. What's all this ISO dribbling, son?
Yeah, like,
Big facts, bro.
win
But
me a championship, bro.
I feel it. I feel that. I can respect that. Well, as the man said at the top of the show, this is episode 51. Again, we are talking about the most wonderful day in the springtime, man. We got great weather, at least here in Columbus, we got great weather, Outside of it being a very frigid 20 degrees a couple days ago, we are now knocking
Yesterday.
back on. Yeah, it was
Yesterday.
freezing yesterday. Yeah, it was.
It
It
was
was.
20 degrees yesterday. And it's
Yeah,
62 today.
which is
Ah,
crazy work. But hey, it was 70 last weekend. It's gonna be 70 again this weekend though.
yeah.
So gotta love it, man.
It took us down to 18 degrees to get back to that 70. But hey, we made it.
You got me going in circles. Da, da, da. But nonetheless, man, it's a wonderful time, man. It's definitely a great time, man, for some basketball. Still a great time for football because, of course, with free agency brings a lot of drama, a lot of hard feelings, a lot of lies, deceit, money getting cashed in, the whole nine. So this episode 51 is called Bracket Busters, Pause, and Bag Chasers. Pause again. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it. First off, and before we get into this, man, I want to make sure that y'all let everybody know that if you are or just want to support us, man, it don't take no sort of like cost or like crazy attention, man. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe and follow us at the Crisp Logic Podcast. You can find us on just about every social media platform. Some more active than others. Just search that name right down there at the bottom, fill it in, and you will see us. You will see that big, beautiful blue and gray logo. And we appreciate y'all's love and support, man. But we're going to get into it. So, first off, we have got to talk about some football here because, again, NFL free agency has now been going on for well over a week. And, yeah, it's getting crazy down here for sure. So, sorry, make sure I get that. I didn't want y'all to hear me all coughing and hacking and all that. But before we get into that, Money's got a comment. He says it was 34 down here on Monday and Tuesday, now 78. Oh yeah, nah, bro. You was sounding like Gucci Mane, like old Gucci Mane, like for a second the other day, bro. Man's was struggling. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it is, man. We getting there, bro. Like we finding our stride, man. We've grown quite a bit in the past year, man. I ain't gonna say we the best yet, but we are on a mission to be the best, man. I just,
Yeah,
we.
now you tell your friend, and then you tell your friend to tell their friends, and keep it moving.
That's
Like
right, man.
it's no reason this shouldn't be our day jobs. I ain't gonna say right now, but down the line, like it's no
Hey,
reason.
man.
You
I'm
know,
looking
once we do
forward.
that, we can come to you more daily, like like 5 or 20 podcasts. Why can't we be that? Why
No
can't we
doubt.
get it? We try to be them heights. Get some sponsorships. Put a
No
little money in
doubt.
my pocket.
No doubt, man.
Let me hire a producer. So
Ah, yeah, if y'all know anybody that's passionate about doing that kind of work, please let me know because I needs help, my boy. But nonetheless, man, we are appreciating the grind and the struggle, man, because champions are made from breaking through the struggle. You got to learn how to lose before you can learn how to win. That is a fact of life. So, but back to it though, episode 51, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. It is time to talk about some NFL free agency. It is officially back season is in full swing, man. We got a lot of guys getting a lot of movement, a lot of traction, and a lot of stuff that's going on, and a lot of dirt getting exposed, especially if you are Max Crosby talking about what the hell happened with the Ravens. Because, buddy, but Zay, your take so far, man. Again, we got a lot of things going on. How you feeling as far as like what team is anybody standing out that's winning the offseason, whether it's like a player that got what he deserved, a team in particular that, has made a couple moves, it's like, but kind of putting themselves in early spots to like make some noise. Or anybody that's made a blasphemous move so far. But your take on how free agency season is treating you so far.
so I'll say the AFC West, just
Okay.
as a division, right?
Okay. Okay.
So one, I love what the moves the Raiders did, the way they was chucking and jiving day one. I feel they overpaid on Tyler, but like you go pay to protect your quarterback when you're not paying him a max deal. So I understand it. It also helps up with Ash and Genty. Then they think that they're trading away Crosby, and they bring in young N'Kobe Dean and Quay Walker, two phenomenal
Okay.
linebackers, right? And they also bring in another edge. I think it was Quinny Pay.
Yeah, you got Quinny Pay,
Yeah.
Malcolm
So they,
Kuntz. Yep.
yep. So they brought them in, and then the trade gets rescinded. So now you add Max to that because he still fits in the cap, right? So now it's more formidable. They still got the first overall pick that they're going to draft Fernando. That's their prerogative. They OC. I don't see why you can't get similar production as Sam Darnold, because I'm not high on Sam as a talent. so you can get similar production in regards to that. So I like to move. I'm not sold on him, but with his system and with Clint Kubiak, it may just work. And I think they're going to feature Ashton Jinty. So look for similar production from Ashton this year that you've seen from like Kenneth Walker, right? And this is why I also go to the AFC West. Period. So them, and then you look at KC. You know they add an additional first round pick. They're already
Okay.
drafted in the top 10. Like yeah, they give up Trent McDuffie, but you get you a backup quarterback now and Justin Fields for a seventh round pick. I like that addition. You bring in Kenneth Walker. I like that addition. So they just
Kind of
making a
redid their whole
lot of
backfield for real.
yeah, like
Yeah.
and then you bring in another defensive tackle, you bring in another safety. Like yeah, you lose Leo. I was never high on Leo. Like Leo's a cool player, Leo Chanel, but like he doesn't move the needle for me, and he was someone that can leave. So I understand you lost Brian Cook, but you still brought in another replacement, Aloni Gilman.
Okay.
It's an okay move, but that's all it needs to be because now you can address there. I think now they probably go what's his name, Delaney Mansour, the
Uh
corner
huh.
from LSU, and then they'll do something else on the back end. I still am predicting that Tyreek Hill would be a chief at the end of this, so I feel like they bring him back, and I think they better try to assemble the old ass Avengers and see what they can do, because now you get a. Now I also want to see what Brian and what Andy Reid does with Justin Fields. This is gonna be the first time Justin Fields is like, okay, he has a legit offensive mind at the helm. What is he gonna do? So we go see. Does he shock people? I'm not gonna say he is, but what element does he add while Patrick Mahomes is out th- for however long he's gonna be out? So we'll see. So I like to move for a seventh round pick, and then Denver be like, oh, they didn't make too many moves. They gave up your 30th pick, 30th pick in the first round, and you bring in Waddle. You did enough.
Yeah.
And I understand they lost Dre. Well, they cut Dre Greenlaw. That just means that they didn't see him any further in the picture, even though it was what 1 year, or was it two?
Yeah. I
So
mean, yeah, it was still about 2 years left on the contract. Obviously he only played 8 games this past season, so
yeah, but
I can
how long
understand the
was he there?
concern, but not even the full season. Like that was
That's what I'm
literally
saying.
year
So
one.
yeah, so that's what I was making sure. I was like, was he there for 1 or 2 years? But one, and now he's back in San Francisco, obviously. But like that, I like what the AFC West is doing. They trying to be competitive, and the Chargers they didn't lose much,
Big
but they
facts, JB.
add a scat back
Yep.
in Mitchell that comes from a similar system out there that gives them now their version of a West Coast version of Sonic and Knuckles or Thunder and Lightning, whatever they gonna nickname him and Hampton together. So I like that. So I like all the moves. That's gonna be a very competitive. The West is just gonna be very competitive on both conferences, NFC and AFC next year.
Okay.
So
I got
it
you.
I mess with what they did this year. Like people think the Chiefs is out, they gonna have a down year because Pat not there. But we go see. Can they shock the world? Does Andy have a trick up his sleeve? They got the speed to do it. They bring him back, but Bahinimi, who's I think believed to be like a glue guy because they've
Yeah.
been missing something ever since he left. So we go see some things this year with KC. I trust Harbaugh with the Chargers. Sean Payton proved that he can maximize Bo Nix. Um, you know,
And, and you're actually giving them a piece that actually has good separation ability too, with
right,
Waddle
which is
coming in.
what I ain't gonna say none of them could do, but I think he does it at a higher clip than whatever
More
they have in
explosive
the
than
camp
and,
right now.
yeah.
And he gives them a chain mover, a quick chain mover, like, and they still got Sutton. So
No
I,
doubt.
I
Not the
like what
Legion of
they,
Zoom.
I like what they doing. I like what they doing. So
Yeah.
we gonna see. That's the reason I low key can't wait for potentially one of the episodes I got coming up in a couple weeks with the mock. So
I got you. I got you.
I still got I got one person that's already They greenlit and they down for it.
Okay, I got you.
So I already know that one guest is gonna be on.
Okay.
With that, but I want to get another one, and then we just gotta figure out if we go do a snake or we go do like a community, like a war room, community war room for every single pick, and
I got you.
just still working that out. But hey, the Chris Logic podcast mock draft will be coming soon.
No
You
doubt,
guys
man.
know.
We definitely about to level up. That's gonna be a fun time, man. I'm definitely stoked for when we get that going, for sure, man. And I hate to sound like a homer, but I cannot at the same time I can't dismiss what these guys are doing, man. I'm gonna definitely show some love for my boys on the home front because they're filling in every gap that we were weak at last year, especially in the receiving core. Obviously, if you watched the 49ers last year, you knew that one of their biggest hindrances is the fact they could not move the ball consistently. They were too overly reliant on Christian McCaffrey as far as like them having to do everything. Which I got to give Brock Purdy his credit. He showed that he did not necessarily need, the best for skill group as far as like the receiving core goes to still go out there and get wins. But for them to have like overachieved with how bad that roster was, depleted due to health wise, I love what they've done. Mike Evans, I mean, a lot of people are still trying to say that he's washed at this point. I still think that when healthy, he's still one of the like, best like big target receivers out there that can command a double team in the red zone and still can get big things. They signed Christian Kirk this week as well too, so I think that gives us a solid option, from the slot standpoint as well too to help gains get some separation. So with them, you keep Ricky Pearsall, obviously. George Kittle will be back eventually. We re-signed your guy Jake Tonjes that you were a big fan of as well. Keeping him in the building was huge, but defensively, man, they're quietly piecing together a solid defense. I was a real big fan of the Osa trade. Picked up the defensive tackle from Dallas. Bringing back Dre Greenlaw. Signed Nate Hobbs, which I think is going to be a real sneaky pick, especially to help us out in the secondary as well. So now that he's out of Green Bay and getting play, he'll most likely get put in the same spot that or the spot that he's going to be best, like showcase that. So the Niners are quietly putting it together. I'm a big fan of what they're doing so far. In general, definitely think with Dre Greenlaw coming back home, even though it's going to be with a different defensive coordinator with Raheem Morris coming in now, away from the Kyle Shanahan tree. But I like what he does versus some of what the other guys have done as well too. So we're gonna see how that goes. Oh man, fly Eagles fly or die Eagles die, depending on who you ask. What's going on, Zeke? Appreciate you chiming in, my boy. But yeah, man, it's a lot of good things, and as much as I hate to do this, because you know how I hate my division rivals, I got to give the Rams credit, man. They definitely, redid their secondary, bringing in both the damn cornerbacks from Kansas City. We gonna see how that goes as well too. Oh, JB put me on the spot. He says it's Kirk better than Pearsall or Jennings. I would say it depends on how you want to look at it. Like Jennings is he's a good big target. However, often injured. Same with Pearsall. We still don't know yet because he hasn't been able to play like a substantial amount of games. Kirk, he did a lot of good things last when we saw him, especially in that first round playoff game that we seen him last year. So he kind of dispelled any rumors of him looking washed up. I think, given what Kyle Shanahan likes to do with his guys, I think he's going to be very effective in our offense. So I like that. I will take him over, especially over anybody else that we had outside of those two, because again, I can't even count those guys because they can't stay healthy. Like the boys be missing time, like missing key plays. The one thing I will say about Juwan Jennings though, dude's a hell of a blocking receiver. That is one thing that we're most likely going to miss with him being out though. Dude ain't scared to get his mitts on somebody out there on that perimeter. So yeah, the Niners officially still have Brandon Ayuk. But he's not gonna play for them again, bro. Like it is, buddy. I mean, I hate to say this, man, because I like his game, but I'm not a fan of the bullshit that he pulled. If we gonna keep it a bean, like straight up, like all the like cryptic stuff on social media, him flying past the stadium at 100 miles an hour, making IG posts when he clearly supposed to be there, like one day there for rehab and then not. And at the end of the day, make it make sense. How do you get that disgruntled to the point where you are willing to let go of $26 million, bro, in guaranteed money?
I'm with you, JT. I mean JB. I'm with you on that. That's what I was thinking.
Huh? Kendrick Bourne?
Yeah. Yeah. I think you thinking of Kirk from 3 years ago. Kirk now, he not that.
I
He
mean,
not
but
that.
look where he's played though, and again, look what he did in that last playoff game that he played, bro.
What you mean? Look where you played. Like all I know is that I mean that Kirk last year didn't have two different games with 10 plus receptions and 160 yards in 2 games.
But is that more of Kendrick Bourne, or is that more of like Brock Purdy being able to find Kendrick Bourne
No,
though?
that's more Kyle Shanahan scheme and shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So
No,
there's the other X factor too, because
yeah, but Kirk ain't Kirk. I don't know. Like Kirk isn't the same since the injury. And he hasn't been, and that's the
he
reason that
has
he
not been. I'll give you
he's
that.
still a journeyman. And like, yeah, y'all are fixing holes from injured players with injured players. That's the issue. That's the only issue that I have. Like it'd be
Yeah,
different if you brought in guys that have a proven track record to be healthy.
which is
Last
why I was
year,
also going to
both of them
say,
have injury issues, and that's all.
yeah,
But that also may be why you can afford to bring both of them in. But
exactly.
but
Yeah,
if they haven't proven to be healthy, if they're not gonna be healthy, they don't help you.
no doubt. I give
So
you that. I give you that. But I mean, I think we got
at
them
least
both on
Kendrick
very
was at
reasonable.
least Kendrick was healthy. Bourne was healthy. Bourne didn't miss times from injury. He missed
Yeah,
time
but I mean,
because
he played like what grand total like 8 games for us. I mean, he came in fairly late, after he got cut from New
yeah,
England.
and
But
he balled for you guys.
he
So
had moments. He had a couple of games where he put up some numbers,
he said
but that
morals.
wasn't consistent, bro.
He said morals.
He had moments. Kirk is there for chill out, bro. That is one hell of a reach, my guy. You just better worry about them Giants of yours, my friend.
I like what the Giants did, man.
Yeah,
I like what the Giants did this offseason. But
you know
we're
we
gonna see
gonna
what
see.
happens.
Yeah, we are gonna see what happens. But also, before I was done with the Niners, though, I still think that they are going to still draft somebody as well too. I think they're going to pick up another receiver in the draft. So I think
I
that
think they
they're.
have to because you got to look at the future too. But I will say this, not about San Fran. Not I'm gonna pivot off that. It's still about free agency. It's my what the fuck.
Is what the fuck?
What the fuck are the Dolphins doing? They have the most
I can tell you. Oh, I
confused.
can answer
No, you
that
can't.
question.
No, you
I
can't tell
can.
me.
I
You
can.
can't tell me what they're
I
doing.
can tell you exactly
You
what they're
can't tell me
doing.
because it makes no sense. You fire sale and then you fire sale. Say I'm gonna take on $100 million in dead cap, and then you bring in Malik Willis, which I liked, but then you trade away all of his weapons. You cut his weapons and say this is shit here. Like it makes zero sense
It
what
makes
they're doing.
perfect sense. It
It
makes
makes
perfect
zero
sense.
sense.
It makes
Zero.
perfect sense, bro.
Makes zero sense.
It makes perfect sense.
No,
And mind you, I'm
no.
saying this with the most sarcasm possible. I'm,
Oh,
I'm not. I'm not being
obviously,
dead serious
obviously.
about that.
That's the reason I'm like it doesn't make sense. Like, don't call the show the Chris Logic and you gonna come with cynical shit the way you about to try to do with with this theory on the Dolphins real quick. Like, miss me with that. Like,
Hey man, hey,
so
hey, they
it
said,
makes no sense
hey,
at all.
hey. Sometimes you got to set dynamite, C4, a nuke, everything you got to clear it out, brother.
No, they
That's exactly what they
no
did, bro.
because the
They
way they did
blew it
about it,
up.
the way they're going about it is you plant C4 but don't put the connector together.
I
Like
mean, this
it
shit might have been
makes
a
no
symbol from the
sense.
Acme factory. I could give you
It
that.
makes no sense. Like it's like they took on all the cap, but they also cut Bradley Chubb. They cut Tyreek instead of trading and getting assets for them. But then you trade Micah,
Oh shit.
You trade Mika to your division rival.
Hey man, get your boy,
So
man. Get your peoples, bro. I'm gonna repost that there for the folks to see it, man. Miami is taking Arch Manning first over next year's draft.
they got a better chance of drafting Sellers, but it's probably gonna be Dante Moore, honestly. But
They drafted 3 receivers this draft. The shit, they better.
he said this comment needs to be
He
recorded.
says, "Come here." He said, "Sir, you are dismissed. And I told
Like
you to take your drunk ass home."
unless Arch does some type of
Shit,
miraculous
no.
offseason, he's not a first overall pick. Like let's dead that. Let's dead it. Let's dead it.
If we're going to be
Let's
honest,
dead it. Let's dead it. Like
if
it's not
we're
even worth
going,
talking about.
just real quick, I'm gonna give it some energy, and then I'm flushing the toilet right after that. But Buddy might not even be a second round like quarterback, bro. I hate to say it, I didn't see anything that encouraged me that he's going to like blossom now again. Some guys can, make some strides with off-season training and focus and stuff, but I don't see it out of him, bro. I think that he was exposed for, not playing against elite competition in high school, if you ask me. But I could be wrong.
So all right. So the issue, the pushback I give you on that, like I get where you trying to go,
Mm-hmm.
but Newman has a history of supreme, like some guys don't came out of Newman,
I'm not
and
disputing
and,
that.
and, and
Yeah,
it's not just from the Manning family, like
I know. I'm
like
hip.
OBJ.
I'm hip.
It's from the so it's not necessarily a talent issue, like that they playing against.
Yeah,
It I just don't think he's as talented as people make it out to be.
that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
he's the issue, not the talent he went against. He's the issue.
Well,
Now,
that's
like
what I'm saying. Like
so,
he's not it looked it gave us the illusion that he was talented based on the competition that he was going against.
and that's also like Arch did get better as the season moved on, but and he's gonna be drafted. He did. He had 27 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Like he got better as the season went along.
He had
He did.
moments. He definitely had
So,
moments. I
but
mean, he did win the
the issue is
big
he has to elevate versus tougher
elite
comp.
a top exactly.
So that's what he has to work on this year. If he does that, yes, he's going to be your first round pick. If Texas goes 10-2 and he only loses like to Georgia and I don't know another top two or top three LSU SEC school, and they're in the mix, he'll be a first round pick. The only way he's the first overall is if he has like a Joe Burrow esque type of ascent in this last year. I mean, like you go from like before that Heisman year, no one was considering Joe Burrow a first round pick. He ascended
And
crazy.
but Joe made one hell
And
of a leap from his first year at
he
LSU to
did.
his second year. I mean, a hell of
Yeah,
a leap.
that was yeah. But I, as a Bengal fan, didn't want to draft.
Yeah, good luck with that, buddy.
Yep. Didn't, I don't think y'all gonna be as tough this year, but so it's possible, and y'all going down there, so that's also different. But
Quarterback's a little bit more seasoned now, but I hear you.
he is, and I still don't trust in
Oh,
certain
all right, okay.
you know
Yep,
what I'm
yep.
saying. But
Uh-huh.
like it's easy to throw to Jeremiah Smith. I'm just saying it is. It
And
is.
Carnell Tate.
You're not helping his case. You're not
I
helping.
mean, he.
But
I mean, he.
this is also the reason. Like I'm very consistent with this because as a Bengal fan, I did not want to draft Burrow because I was from the belief that his season was because of
Other,
JJ and
yeah,
Chase.
yeah.
And you know, in this situation, three things can be right. I thought two of them was right. JB JB can attest to this. He's in the comments. He's watching.
Yep.
Me and him went back and forth on JJ and Chase. JJ had a hell of a rookie year.
Boy.
Chase set out the COVID year, came back in the five. I was saying at the draft he could be better than JJ. JB was telling me I was crazy. The motherfucker started dropping shit, talking about he couldn't catch it because can't see the white stripes on the line, like on the football, like from college. JB was making fun of me with that shit. Next thing you know, week 5 or so, we're playing Baltimore. He break out, and that nigga text me like, "Yeah, that nigga Chase nice." like, like, I knew that both of them were gonna be guys. I was just like, it looks good when you throw in the guys, but Joe also turned out to be a guy. Like Joe was a guy, and
Right.
I didn't think he was.
I mean, here's what I'm gonna say though. But I hear where you're coming from, and I definitely understand the whole concept of like talent around you can definitely elevate you to a different stratosphere. However, you still got to go in and pull off those big games. I mean, you're talking going into Tuscaloosa, knocking off Bama like that. That shit wasn't easy, bro. Like even with the lead talent, we've seen guys piss down their leg, winning big games in the moments of truth, especially at the
I
quarterback
don't
position.
as much as they talk about that Heisman year, right? I don't
Mm-hmm.
think people actually understand how fucking insane Jamar Chase
I
and JJ was that year.
I
Like,
get that.
like JJ had 100 plus catches. I think 120 catches and 1,600 yards and 18 touchdowns. Jamar Chase had like 90 catches for 1,900 yards and like 26 touchdowns. Like that team, that team is fucking bananas. And we're not even talking about the third receiver, Terrence Marshall, who also went to the NFL and played with Carolina. It was 6'4", it could
Mm-hmm.
move.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, Jesus, man, like
Yeah.
God damn. God damn. Like
God damn.
but
Nah, I
so
get
but
it,
like he
man.
proved me wrong. And I'm glad he proved me wrong. I was like, we here, he Ohio guy. Oh nah, like I can't defend that.
My boy
I
said
can't
it's on
defend that.
site. It's on
No, I
site.
can't defend that. Like I stand with Jalen Ramsey on that.
Oh
Fuck it.
shit.
Like
And that's tough for me to do,
that was
man.
some of the
But
most
yeah,
cornballest shit I've ever seen in my life. And then for you
for
to
sure.
like sit there and lie about it, like nigga, we caught you in 4K. Like
Like,
cameras is
was there a
all in the
dispute?
stadium. Like what
The
are we
film
talking
don't
about?
lie.
Like as a person, he's kind of cornballish to me.
Yeah.
And like even like how he tried to like check Shannon Sharp. I don't know if y'all seen that behind the scenes little thing, like kind of
Yeah.
cornballish, but I'm like, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, like I knew Chase was gonna be a dude. I knew JJ was gonna be a dude. I'm not gonna piss you off, but I don't NFL wise, I don't think Tate's gonna be a guy. I just don't.
I
He
can.
doesn't scream NFL talent to me. And you know when it comes to receivers, I do not hate on Ohio State's
No,
receivers
I'm
because
with that.
I
Yeah.
I rave about JSN.
Mm-hmm.
I raved about Maserati Marv. If I feel
Mm-hmm.
that you good, you good.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
can he shock me? Because I didn't think Emeka Ibuka was gonna be a great pro. He
I
had
was
a
just
great rookie
boy.
year.
Hey, hey,
He had a
okay,
great rookie
okay,
year. He had a
okay.
great rookie year.
Uh
But
huh.
now he doesn't have. You'd be like, oh, he didn't have Mike. But now
I
it's
mean,
tape.
but
But now it's
but
tape. Now it's tape. Now it's tape. What is he gonna do on the second act? So we still got to see it. But
I'm gonna
I
challenge you
think
with
I
the
think
Ibuka
I
take, but
no,
go
but I
ahead.
think he can
Mm-hmm.
because I look at him as just as a slot guy. Like he'd be a slot guy.
Mm-hmm.
He proved to be a little bit more than that with Tampa. So can he build on that? That's the question. I'm just not crazy about Tate, bro.
Hey man, shout out to JB. He cooking with the content, the comments right now. But yeah. No, I mean, I'm going to be honest, and this is me like taking my Buckeye fan hat off for a second. I like Carnell Tate, obviously. Dude can ball. He balled at least definitely in his last year at Ohio State. But I too share that sentiment as well that I'm not sure if he's going to be that guy at the next level. Um, but at the same time, it depends on who he lands with as well too. Because if I mean, certain guys they weren't like you said with Emeka Ibuka, but where I challenge you with Ibuka is he balled out. Yes, he had Mike Evans, but he didn't have Mike Evans for a whole season. He didn't have
I said
Chris
that.
Godwin for a whole season. You know what I'm saying? So that and he was still putting up numbers when he was healthy, and that's the only thing I got like with Emeka Ibuka. Robert challenge you with that take. So, but
So it
and
does
that's
depend on
exactly it.
Tate.
It depends on his
It all
situation.
depends on situation. Unless you like really like that. I don't think he's like that to the point
Jordan
of.
Tyson.
I think Jordan Tyson's better than him. I also think Denzel Boston's better than him. And
I can understand that argument for Boston.
so I the mocks I've been seeing them pencil in Tate to the Giants. I don't like it.
I don't like
So
that either.
so the reason why, like granted, you don't know what you go get with neighbors coming off the knee. That's fine. If I want to draft a receiver, I'm going to trade down and then get Tyson or Boston later in the first round and add draft capital. I'm not taking Tate at 5. Like to me, for you to be a top 5 receiver, you are supposed to be special. I'm not drafting a number 1 guy. I'm not drafting him top 5 to not be my one, and that's what it is. I'm not drafting my second option in the top 5.
Okay.
I'm just not. I'll draft him at 15, 20. But when you
I
being
think that's
drafted
a
top
safe spot.
five,
Yeah.
you the guy. And is he better than Malik Neighbors? Never.
No, no, not right
No.
now, no.
No.
But again,
No,
we
that's
just
what
got
I'm
to
like.
see
That's what I'm
coming
talking
off
about. Like
the
right
injury.
now. Right now.
Yeah.
If you look at the college tape,
Yeah, yeah. No,
he,
no, no, no,
he's
no.
he was
Mm-mm.
never the
He
better
didn't. He didn't
prospect.
do enough. Yeah,
He was never the better prospect than Neighbors. Neighbors was
yeah.
always a guy.
Hmm.
So I don't like him at 5, bro.
I mean, Neighbors did that over you know, what I mean, a few seasons. You know, he just didn't have like one pop season that propelled him into the stratosphere, which is where I'm kind of like nervous with Carnell Tate. I'm like, you are playing opposite Jeremiah Smith. You are playing an offense that you know does like move the ball and had like you know several threats out there, receiver too. So, I mean, Jeremiah basically you know commands like one half of the damn field, you know, wherever he's at. So, yeah, I mean. It's really going to come down where he gets drafted at. I definitely like him as a late first round pick, maybe even like a top, like at the top of the second. I wouldn't burn a
No,
top 10 pick on him. I
I'll
wouldn't
even
do
push
that.
back on that. Like he's a first round receiver. He's not a top 5 receiver.
No, 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 no. I wouldn't
If
take
he
him in the top five
like,
picks. No.
I would consider taking in that 15 to 20 range.
Yeah.
I'm not taking take top 5. Like at the end of the day, and I know people were like, well, JJ and Chase, they was really 1A, 1B. It wasn't 1 or 2. They both had over 1,600 yards receiving and over 15 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Tate is clearly the second option at Ohio State. It wasn't a matter of, they both won. It's like, no, it's a clear discrepancy. The one is Jeremiah. It's Smith. It's
Mm-hmm.
JS4. Like that is the guy. But he was never that. He's a great 2. I don't draft a 2-man at 5. Like it
I'm
gives
gonna
me
throw
peerless price vibes.
fair enough on the top five. I'm looking at somebody else's mock real quick, and this is actually pretty interesting because according to somebody's mock on NFL.com, they actually got Sonny Styles going 5 to the Giants, but has Carnell Tate going at 6 to Cleveland.
No, and I wouldn't draft him. Like he's not top 10 to me. He's not. Like, and this isn't
I don't
OSU
want him to go to
hate.
Cleveland, period. But
This is OSU hate. Like, if you a dog, I say it. Like, I rave about Caleb Downs. Like, Caleb Downs, I think, is the best pure football player in the draft.
yeah,
But he's going to be there around 10 to 12. Like,
which is crazy to me that he's not
so
like going like being rejected to go in like the top 10. Like that dude, in my opinion, he might have
talent
never
wise, he should
arguments
be
that
top 5.
yeah,
But the issue
flat
is
out.
he's a safety, and people don't value the safety spot. Even though safeties have been proven to be very valuable. Earl
Yeah.
Thomas, Ed Reed, Cam Chancellor, even dude in Seattle now, who they're on the TikTok, people was trying to compare him to him. Like, and yes, he's a better fucking prospect coming out of college than
They Kyle
than,
Hamilton.
didn't even cut. Okay, so Kyle was close, but I do like
Boy.
I like Towns. I like Downs a little bit more than Kyle, but I
Yeah.
like the size of Kyle, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about Nick. I can't pronounce his last name. Dude from Seattle now, from South Carolina. Was it a Warmer K?
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're
K?
talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
number 3. I know he's number 3. South Carolina, athletic freak.
Mm-hmm.
Downs was a better prospect and talent. He's more skilled than what he is. So he
Okay.
can do all that, and he's a better cover guy. And I think he's also a better tackler. Just that
Caleb,
he's
boy.
5'11" versus 6'4". That's
Yeah.
the issue.
Yeah, of course.
If Caleb was 6'2", he'd be a top 5 pick.
Without question. Yeah. I mean, I think
was
that's the
6'2",
only
he'd be
thing
a
that's
top 5
thinking
pick.
him. Yeah. Nah, no doubt. I mean, now the dude, I mean, we've seen guys that are 5'11" make noise. I mean, you know, that can move. I mean, shit. Just we've seen a lot of guys like that didn't quite have the hype, man, still
Ed Reed.
go out there and make
Ed Reed
noise.
was like 5'11", 6 foot. I think Troy was like 5'11", 6 foot. He may be
Yeah,
6'1",
Troy.
but with the cleats on, I think he was about 6'1". I think it's really about 5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah, they definitely
So
had
we
gas stuff
seen
like
it.
trying to list him at 6'2".
So we seen it.
He
Like
ain't no damn. But
Mike
Caleb's
Doss.
just got good instincts, man. Mike Doss is another one, about 5'11", 6 feet.
So we seen him. We seen him. Clear
Yeah.
evidence. Everybody don't got to be Sean Taylor, bro. Everybody. All you
I
say
mean,
you don't got to be
shit.
6'3". I would
about
love
to
for it to be. Love
I
for
mean,
it.
shit. I mean, you talking about 6'4", 6'5", like there ain't too many Sean Taylors growing trees.
It was 6'3", 230.
Mm.
Ran like a corner, and tackled like a fucking linebacker. And
It
hit
was
like
just
one
cut
receiver.
different, bro. Like Ed Reed was cut different, my guy. Like
So
ah, that's just U town. That's like old school U talent, you know.
yeah,
He said he has two best safeties of all time, definitely under 6 feet. Agreed.
I'm gonna say three. I'm gonna throw you in there, JB. Best three safeties of all time.
That's
All
wild.
depth under 6'3".
So real quick, we're gonna keep cooking on the subject, but I do want to pose to the chat and also to you, Zay, man. Worst signing so far out of free agency. Overpay, not a bad fit,
Oh,
reach.
like do they have to go to a different team for the answer
Nah,
to this question?
I'll take a resign. I'll take an
Worst,
overpaid
the
resign.
worst signing, in my opinion, Alec Pierce. The money he got
Yeah.
paid, fucking disgusting. It's disgusting. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
mind the resign, and
yeah.
30 million a year for Alec is crazy.
That's
30 mil a year for Alec is crazy, bro. Like
sheesh. Like,
crazy.
and you let
And
Pittman
Alec
walk
ain't
out the door
bad.
too, but yeah, but
And,
like I know
and,
he's
and
speedy, but like, bro,
Alec ain't bad, bro. But 30 million? Shit. Like, the fuck is we 30 million? Like, like, bro, he making as much money as fucking Pickens? Are you shitting me? Like, what the fuck are we? Is he as good as T. Higgins? No. Like, why is he making
you
T. Higgins money? And I hate the fact that I think Higgins is overpaid. So,
and I hate that
god
because I
damn it.
really like
Like,
T Higgins, but definitely got overpaid, man. Like, and
no,
that's
I like
influence from
T.
their
I don't like T at 30 million a year. I like T. I
especially
don't
seeing
like
what
him
was
at
doing to
30
the rest of your
million. Not
squad for
not
sure.
when you have Chase. I don't like him at 30 million. Like,
Uh,
I actually think T is a one for somebody. Just not us. You paid him one money to be a two. Like, like Alec Pierce is a deep threat that's not a chain mover, a consistent chain mover. Unless he add
hmm
that to his bag this year, they overpaid. They overpaid.
That is crazy that he got paid like
He
more
has
than
1,000 yard season in his career, and that's this year. And he got like 1,004. It wasn't even like he like shot through it. They got paid 30 million a year. Kids, go play receiver.
oh, hey, receivers were getting cashed out these days, brother. Cashed out. Um, it's
Like,
crazy that you said that because I was
like,
kind of feeling
what,
more about
is he better than Romeo Dobbs?
mm,
I think that's a legit question. And Romeo got 20.
I
I'm just
mean,
saying. I'm just
here,
saying.
but did we see what we could the best of what we could have seen out of Dobbs? Because Dobbs was in one hell of a crowded receiver room.
I think Dobbs is better. That's my point.
I wouldn't be mad at that necessarily.
I
I
think he's
would
the
I wouldn't
better.
debate that.
I think he's the better, more complete receiver of the two.
I'll
I think
give you
he's a
that because I
more
do. I,
complete receiver than
yeah,
Alec.
because I view
And
Alec as more of like a deep
the
threat versus like
Patriots,
a.
the Patriots got him for 20 million a year, even though they tried to get Alec.
Mm-hmm.
And they said 30, fuck that. And they pivoted and went to Romeo.
I
So
got you. I got you.
speaking of free agents, I like the moves the Patriots did this offseason. They are bolstering to get ready because they know that schedule about to be hell next year. So
Mm-hmm.
I respect it. I think Romeo, as long as that noodle ain't getting tossed around because he's so concussion prone,
Right.
he is better than Alec, bro.
I'm not going to contest that. I just know that I think that we haven't seen the best ball of Romeo Dobbs yet. I mean, because he was playing in a crowded receiver room, also injury prone, but just a constant like damn shuffle at receiver. Like we don't know who was like the true number one for Green Bay during that stretch. I'm gonna go a different route because even though I know they are absolute dog shit and they need whatever the hell they can get their hands on, and given how bad the roster is, they kind of have to overpay to get some talent. I was not a fan of Wan'Dale Robinson going to the Titans at that amount of money. I don't. I know he had a good season last year. I know this. But was it really him being that good, or because the Giants didn't have neighbors to, like he was kind of being
So
force fed?
I actually
Stats are
so
inflated.
look,
Go ahead.
because he got paid 30 a year too, right?
Something like that. 4 years, 78, 38 million guaranteed.
All right. So actually 4 years, 78. That's a little bit under 20. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. And the reason
Mm-hmm.
why, he's a chain mover, and that's actually what Ward needs. I actually like that contract, so I disagree with that. All that, and because of his style, he would have got that with Neighbors in the lineup, because
Mm.
Neighbors opens it up and clears out that underneath.
Gotcha.
So he actually still would have got that, and they did the exact same thing, just with
Mm-hmm.
Slayton being the guy to take the top off. So with Neighbors, still the same thing. It actually would have been Slayton that would have had a drop in production,
I
not
got you.
Robinson. If you just look at the way that he got his was almost like they tried to use him like the broke man's Amara. That's exactly how
Yeah.
they used him, and that's what I think they're gonna do. They're gonna try to use him like in that Shakir St. Brown type, with Dayball being the OC. So, and he also went there because he's a Dayball guy. Like, I think Dayball is gonna know how to use him. So I like it, and at the price point. So I completely, I get what you're trying to say,
Yeah.
and I actually like some of the moves that they did this year. At least it's funny how like all the like how the Jets players are trying to flock to Tennessee, because that means they fucked with Robert. So I like that, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
So
That's fair. That's fair. I'm not a fan of it. I think we're split on that. I mean, but I get it. You got to start somewhere. We're trying to build around Cam Ward. I mean, clearly it has to get better than what the hell it was looking like last year.
yeah, like
Um,
they can't go wide receiver at that high. They got to go defensive side.
yeah.
But don't be surprised if they go receivers round two though. Like, especially if I've been hearing the name I've been hearing a lot, in like the way he fluctuates up and down draft boards that I've seen in Makai
Hmm.
Lemon. Like,
Okay.
I've seen him go as high as 8 in some mocks, and then him
Okay.
not being in the first round at all in some mocks.
I
He's
got you.
all over the fucking place. But
Hmm.
like, if they can land someone like that, it'd be great
I
for
got you.
Tennessee in the second round. So we'll see, man.
That's
Or
fair.
Denzel. I think they need to get Denzel Boston for real, a big body receiver for him.
I do like Boston's game, man. Definitely think he's gonna be a nice pickup for somebody at the next level. Just depends on, who, All right, last one for the NFL. Last question I got before we transition into March Madness here, and I'm gonna give my take second on intentionally, but your thoughts on, will Brandon Ayuk play again if he's cut by the 49ers, and is he worth taking the gamble on?
He will play again, but is he worth it? No. Like, Brandon never should have got that money. And
I knew you was gonna say that, bro.
but I said that when he got it, so
Oh, yeah,
it's not a change up.
yeah. No, no, no. I knew you was gonna
Like,
say that, but like, I'm not disagreeing with you, especially after the shit that he pulled. But
because I was saying it at the time. Like, no,
yeah,
let his ass go. Like, he want to talk that shit. Trade his ass to Cleveland.
we tried
Oh, I
to
ain't trying to go to Cleveland. Trade his ass to New
exactly.
England. Oh, I ain't trying to go to Shut up. Then shut up. Like,
Ah.
I never thought Ayuk was like that. But yes, he will play again. It will never be for the type of money that he signed for.
Hell
Um,
no.
but he'll play again. Like, if you can bring him in for 5, 6 million, shit,
Okay.
why wouldn't you take a flyer? I ain't paying him no double digits. You ain't played in 2 years, my guy. Shut up. Shut up. Take this league, man. Shut up.
All right. Second wrinkle to it. Obviously, the draft is coming up. Obviously, there are moves that are made heading into the draft. If you're a GM, are you willing to gamble a late round pick to bring him in from the 49ers?
No, I'm not taking on this contract.
Well, there's no guarantee money in this contract based on it being voided at this point. So,
Nope.
you still would,
Nitty-
even if you
Nope.
ain't on the hook
Nope.
for the money.
You're still on the hook for still like his base. He still has his basic because he's on your roster. At his money, no. Cut him. San Fran, cut him. And I'll talk to him then. I'm not, no. Cut him. Cut him. I'm not
Gotcha.
trading him. I'm not taking on any bit of that salary
Yep.
because that means you're like, yeah, you can trade for him and then cut him and you don't go against your hard cap. That's fine, but
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna make me sick to call up my payroll department like, hey man, he played this week, so get that 1.3 million ready. Like, like no,
Ah, man.
no.
And I'm obviously you kind of know where I stand on that. Money's chiming in saying I say Tua to Atlanta was a bad move. I mean, I'm gonna spin the block. Keep that handy. We're gonna come back to that here in a second. We're gonna come
Yep.
back to that here in a second. But yeah, we're gonna come back. Just hang tight. I know I can tell how you already agitated with that question, but if you ask me, and this is me taking my 40 and like obviously I'm pissed off about him in general, just the whole damn saga, the drama, the bullshit, right? If I take my hat off and look at it realistically, it really comes down to one thing because the one thing that we haven't seen out of the situation is why, why, why for the behavior, why for the antics. What happened? You got paid. It was a nasty contract negotiation, just like it was with Nick Bosa, just like the year before that it was with Debo Samuel. You got your money. You were going to be the number one guy in San Francisco. Why? What happened, bro? You got cashed out. You got your guarantees. You got yourself in that 26 to, range. You're being paid among like some of the elite receivers. Clearly, we know he wasn't no damn Jamar Chase or Jay Jett is like worthy of that. We know that, obviously. I mean, even with me and my fandom aside, fandom like all on board with it at one point. He was not worth that kind of damn money. We know that. We know that he was a byproduct of the Shanahan system. I know everybody want to say it about Brock Purdy, but I really felt like that about Brandon Ayuk. He was a byproduct of that.
I think
But at
outside
the
of
same,
outside of Christian, I think everybody is like even Debo to a
oh,
degree
it's been
because
shown
of
with Debo.
the way that he used him, like right.
Yeah.
So Debo is a is he talented? Yes, but the way Shanahan used him in his scheme, it
Mm-hmm.
maximized what Debo
It
could be.
maximizes the skill set, right?
So every offense wouldn't have done that for Debo. So
No,
outside of
as we
Christian,
saw with the Commanders, yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
outside of Kittle,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not gonna go lineman because Trent is Trent. Trent, one of the greatest linemen you ever put your fucking eyes
Oh,
on.
dude, like he can do it all, bro. Like he's a
So
left tackle that is capable of pulling.
yeah,
Those don't grow on trees.
so like so I'm not gonna list Trent, but
Yeah.
Kittle would thrive in any offense because he's probably a top three blocking tight end. He's a top five receiving tight end. You really say
He's a
damn near
complete
top
tight end.
three.
Yep.
Top three receive. Actually, he's top five. I don't know if top three. It'd be hard to put him in there. It'd be hard to put him in there at
I
top
mean,
three
I know about. Hold on. I know Bowers. Who else besides that though that you're gonna put definitively ahead of him?
easily. Trey
Who?
McBride easily. It's not even debatable. It's not.
Uh,
That's not even
that's
debatable.
fair. That's fair. McBride. Who else you got?
Yeah. So I receiving wise,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna piss you off that bad. I'm not gonna
Nah,
do that.
go ahead, bro.
I'm not gonna
Nah,
do that.
you want some bullshit. Go
I'll
ahead.
put him in at 3. I'll put him in at 3.
But
But
for shits and giggles, who was you gonna say?
my boy Colston came in crazy in the end of
Get the
that year, boy.
get the fuck out of here,
Col-
dog.
Colston a cold motherfucker, man. Colston a bad motherfucker, man. I'm
One
telling you.
season though, that's crazy.
Hey,
But you know what? I
Col-
respect you. I respect you for
Bowers only
hitting
had
the holster.
really one season, one and a
Yeah,
half.
yeah.
But like
That's
it also falls in
crazy.
line because how I held Colston. I always say he was the broke person's. I said broke person's Brock. I don't really think it's a broke person's Brock. Like
He's
he showed
solid though.
flashes, like
No.
he liked that. Like Colston, like
He's solid.
he can't block. He's
Nope.
not a great blocker.
Nope. He
That's why I
can
said
move the chains
receiving.
though. No,
But
he's definitely a big time receiving threat. I won't take that away.
he's gonna be a top easily at the top 5 receiving tight end this year. I'll say top 3
Yeah.
because I think Caleb finally started to trust him at the end of the year, and you seen the way his production just shot through the roof at the end of the year.
They
Became
needed
Mr.
build. They
Reliable.
needed time. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
So like I said,
Shit,
I'm
I'm
not
mad I
gonna
can
do it
look.
like Kittle because Kittle is still like that.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'll
Unhealthy.
say I'll put him at 3. I'm not gonna say Kelsey. Like Kelsey just he's old. Like
I'm
this
about to
is
say
what it is.
he's
Like
it's starting to show. Yeah.
so outside of him, like if you wanted to be funny, you could say Goddard at times. Like he's just
In
not
moments.
consistent. Like yeah, you could say Goddard at times.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be funny and throw in another rookie and Tyler, because Tyler, I was wrong on Tyler Warren. Tyler like that.
Oh,
I just don't think
I
I
love the
still don't think he's
growth.
better than Loveland.
I love the
And that's
growth.
really what I said.
I love the growth
So
and being able to admit that. I love that.
I still think Loveland is better. So I still
I
stand
concur.
by that.
I
I still
concur.
stand by that. And I think that's really what it was. People was like, he's better than Loveland. Like, no, he's not. He's not better than Loveland.
My boy was not
But
hearing the Tyler Warren
but
campaign, buddy.
Tyler is gonna be solid.
Yeah.
Um and receiving wise, healthy receiving, I might
Mm-hmm.
take Laporta over Kittle. Might. Just as a receiver, not as blocking. Receiving, they neck and neck. Receiving wise, they neck and neck, bro.
I say flip a coin. I mean, I'd go to war with either one of them as a receiving tight end, but I think that's why I hold George Phantom aside as such high regard. He's a complete tight end. He can do
No,
both. He's
yeah.
elite at both. So
He might be the best blocking tight end.
I think he is, bro. Because I don't
Outside
see
of
too many people out there. I mean, because like you could tell
outside
when
of
he's not
Mercedes
in the
Lewis,
lineup.
outside of
Yeah.
Mercedes Lewis, who's only used as a blocking tight end, he
Bro,
might be the best.
is he still playing, bro?
He was last year. Yeah.
Oh my god, like year 20, bro. Like, bro,
I think it was 19. I think it was year 19 as a tight
I
end,
was-
which is crazy.
he's still getting burned, bro. That's insane. But you can't put a price on blocking tight ends. And even with, you could tell with the 49ers run game, when he's not in the lineup, they don't be hitting those perimeter runs like how they usually do in general, man. Like that dude's basically like having a sixth lineman out there in general. Add on Kyle Juszczyk as well. That's what makes the 49ers run game so devastating. So, but yeah, nah, that's crazy. But nah, we're gonna see how this Brandon Ayuk saga pans out. I'm just ready for it to be over with. I'm tired of people asking. I'm tired of like the drama, and it's about damn time we've heard something from him. I'm like, bro, like what's going on, man? You had all this energy during the season with the antics, but now you're just kind of like, ugh, like you're like we're not hearing nothing. And I want to, and again, I'm still waiting on whenever the smoke settles, whenever he finds a new destination and moves on. I need him to show up on somebody's podcast and tell us what the hell, like what happened, bro? Where did it go wrong? Be honest.
Hey, hit him
You
up.
know, what'd you say?
Hit him up.
Oh, you want me to?
Hit him up.
That shit, right? I just need answers, bro. Like it was such a situation last year where we clearly needed my guy. He just stopped showing up the rehab, stopped showing up around. The only thing I'm gonna give him a pass on is and this just shows that he's not a piece of shit teammate. When George Kittle got hurt, according to George, he was on a podcast recently. He did reach out to George Kittle and ask, like, like, hey, I'm praying for you. Hope everything pans out, man. So it shows that he's just not a total like piece of shit teammate. Because other than that, bro, I was kind of like, I get it if you got beef with the front office, cool, man. But show up for your teammates at least, bro. Show up for the guys that help get you that bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's just bullshit, bro. You get cash out, you get what you want, and now all of a sudden it's just like, nah, it's not good enough, bro. Like you were going to be the guy. They shipped out Debo. It was supposed to be your show. So what the hell are we doing? Man, but yeah, we're gonna have some more NFL to talk about again with the draft soon approaching here in a little over a month from now. So we ain't done talking about the NFL, but we are for the moment. As we get ready to move into the second segment here, again, as the top of the episode, we know what time it is. March Madness is here, and there's been drama already on day one. Even drama unfolding as we speak with the games going live right about now. But if you have not been paying attention, man, March Madness is in full swing. We got a lot of games that are underway right now. Let me go ahead and refresh my screen over here and see where some of these games is at. But it's opening day, bro. Like we got some stuff that's going on and happening. Oh, Paul's chimed in at the last second here. Oh shit. Damn, money, my bad, bros. I wanted to spin the block on that too or shit too, but we're gonna do that before we get to the next segment. He's saying probably some mental health stuff behind it. It could be, man, but I don't know. That's what I need answers. I just wanted to be honest about it. But before we get into that, and I'm sorry that I got us going about the March Madness shit. Money, I do want to spin the block and come back to your question about Tua going to Atlanta. I am going to disagree with that because this is a bridge situation, and clearly Atlanta's not feeling what's going on with Michael Penix. I mean, if I correct me if I'm wrong, new head coach, new front office. Matt Ryan's the guy down there now, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the front office. So You got him in there now. I forget who they picked up as a hit. Stefanski, right?
Yeah,
So you got a whole new regime in there, and
he's also on a vet min. Miami's
he
paying his contract this year.
and it's
It's
a
it's
one
the
year
exact
deal.
it's the exact same situation with Kyler in Minnesota. Like
Yeah,
the previous
it's a
team
prove it deal.
is paying the bill.
Yeah, it's a prove it deal. I think and that's always the health is real. If anybody like the health question is always going to be there for is it's with Tua. I think it's going to be a decent situation for him if he can stay healthy. I mean, that's just really what it's going to come down to with him. The one thing you can't question, I know we still got to see it because I still question on whether Kevin Stefanski's got the forward thinking as an NFL coach and if he is just out of tricks as a head coach or from the offensive standpoint. We got to see it. He's definitely got the weapons, because if I remember correctly, Drake London will be back, of course. Kyle Pitts showed signs last season. You still got Bijan. They're going to have more pieces come in. I think it's a more better offensive setup than what they might have had in Miami. Granted, they might not have the speed at their disposal like they had in Miami, but you got the skill players at least to compete. It's just a matter of okay, if the combination of him, Stefanski, and all those other guys, can make it work. I mean, one thing about it, you're on the right side age wise with the skill guys, and I still think Kyle Pitts has got a hell of a lot of potential if the right coach can make it work for him. But one thing about Stefanski, he schemes it up and gets it right for his tight ends, historically speaking. So,
Now Pitts should have a year. He had a year last year. Pitts should have a year, and I just worry about Drake London. That's it.
who, when healthy, is a dog as far as being that possession receiver, buddy. But again, can't stay healthy. I know firsthand because I always draft the guy and he just never finishes the season or misses significant time when I need him the most. So, but we gonna see about that. But sorry, money, I didn't want to shortchange you, and I know said we was gonna spend the block on that. But March Madness in full effect so far. Before I get into details on what's taking place so far, Zay, how you feeling about your bracket so far?
It's yeah, outside of the 12 high point,
Yeah, I
but I
think High
had
Point stung a
but
lot of people.
so look, it stung, but not really because I didn't have Wisconsin getting past the next round anyway. So it was only one
Right.
point loss. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter that much. Ohio State, I didn't have them getting past the next round either. So
Me neither. Yeah.
so I'm like, it don't really matter. It's 1 point. So my bracket is still intact. Like no other. Yeah, and I almost did high point, but I didn't. Um, but if AJ don't step it up, I might be fucked. But yeah, yeah, I got him surprising some people, but they down 5 right now, first half. So we'll see what happens with BYU.
Gotcha. Checking on my bracket right now. Let me see how I'm looking. See where I'm looking real quick. All right, get my shit back up here. Come on. All right, is this my main one? Yep, there we go. So far doing okay, with the exception of, or did I pick Ohio State to lose this first round in this one? Ah, damn. I actually picked TCU over Ohio State. That bracket interesting.
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
In my second bracket, where I
Mm-hmm.
picked that I picked TCU to win.
Uh huh.
I don't know if it's gonna go into focus. Does it show high point? I actually
Okay.
picked high point in that one.
There's always a 5-12 upset, man. I mean that is always a fact. Let's see. I did
So
strike out on Nebraska. Yeah, struck out on Nebraska. Who else did I strike out on here so
you got
far?
Nebraska losing?
I had Nebraska winning that first game,
Okay.
and I screwed up and I picked South Florida over Louisville. So I had a couple little joints. But that Wisconsin one got me too as well because I did not see High Point knocking them off.
Now I picked them. That was my 12-5, and I may have picked Akron to beat Texas Tech tomorrow.
Okay.
So
Yeah, took a couple blows, man. But overall, I'm still doing all right. Sweet 16 is still intact.
now Now, for Duke almost fucked everybody over.
Boy, hey, I was just
Like
getting ready to say, man, hey, I was sitting here, but you know what though?
Duke was about
Actually
to have
that's
was
the one that I
crashing out.
really that's the one I watched because I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? But
Duke was about to have
it's
everybody crashing out, boy.
dog. When I say it just be coming down to moments, bro, with these brackets, dog. When I say it, I'm sitting here glued in because I'm like, bro, they better not, dog. Like second time in history of a one losing to a 16, and in this case, that was the biggest deficit that a 16 seed, or that a one seed facing against a 16 seed in like tournament history. So I'm like, you know, it was coming out hitting man. When I say dog, like I knew the moment there was a key moment in that game where I knew like Duke's about to come back. Sienna's still kind of up by like double digits. They kind of like flirt between like 13 and 11. And bro, it was one play where broken coverage. They ran a pick and roll on the left side. Basically, they trapped the guard. Big man got the over the top dump down to the big man, bro, and he smoked a wide open two handed dunk right in front of the rim, bro. And then dude got out on a fast break. Sar took off for a tomahawk. I said, that can't happen. If you're going to knock off a number one seed, a moment like that cannot happen. I said, you know me, my signature phrases. And bro, what your heart beating so fast for, man? What's going on? Palm sweaty, literally, bro. Right in front of the rim, two hand smoke, mom spaghetti, dog, and it just went downhill. It just went downhill from there. It's like Duke said, "Nah, we here, man." You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they had to get gut checked and punched, man, to like wake the hell up. But the Boozer boys went off, man. Shout out to Cam and his bro. Like they stepped up big time, man. They definitely, even through the foul trouble and the shots. And I forget that kid's Coyle for Sienna, man. Boy was dropping bombs out there, dog. He was looking like Jimmy Fredette for a hot second, like just in the face. It just uh it's a wonderful time to watch some basketball, bro. You just see guys that like when they get it going, they don't give a damn, bro. And some guys, man, pressure lights be too bright, man. Hang on, let's see. Money's got a couple of comments in here. He's saying, I like to retract my statement. I think, yeah, Arkansas is definitely a sleeper pick. Your boy Darius Akun, yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's
It's
see
the
the boy
point guard, bro.
for Arkansas. Yeah,
It's the point
Darius.
guard, bro.
Darius is bro. Darius. I know
Tough.
everybody been focused on your boy from Kansas, but Darius is one of them ones, bro. Like that. That's when it.
Cuff is like that. He
Darius a
like
cuff. I said
that.
the corner. I meant to say Darius a cuff. No, cuff is nice, bro. Like,
Cuff is nasty.
like,
Like
buddy. He
a
said I
cuff
had
is
some getting upset with one
nasty.
of mine. Oh, you had Duke? You had Duke getting upset, boss? That's crazy. My boy said that's some 2K rec shit right there, where people shoot a three on a fast break instead of basically, man. But like, hey, that's the game now, man. Everybody want to pull up to shoot the trade, man. Shoot the three. Pull up, with D bomber, sharpshooter, all that shit. Tween, break somebody's ankles and pull. That's the name of the game now. But
Hmm.
nah, Duke definitely had some people going through it earlier, man. But I was like, nah, they gonna bow up, man. They gonna do what they supposed to do, handle their business. You know what I'm saying? So, taking a look right now at the brackets right now, we got St. Mary's down by 4 against A&M right now, and I picked them too. Ugh, gotcha. Looks like North Carolina's handling their business, and when I picked VCU there, I thought that was gonna be an upset with your boy being out, man.
I think
Ugh.
I can't remember, but that's one reason I thought the upset could happen.
Mm-hmm.
When I seen that he was out, it altered things. Let me see what I see. I got VCU winning in one. Let me see. I have them winning in both. So I got them winning in one and losing in a different one. So
Okay.
I
Gotcha.
have North Carolina winning in the one I have High Point winning. So
Gotcha.
which is crazy. I actually picked that. I should have put money on that.
One of my boys, he won. Shout out to my boy Patrick, man. But he said he had won. He put in our group chat that he had won $80 off of having seen him winning
So
at halftime.
so so like I should have did it because they
Yeah.
like FanDuel had a thing like if your team went up 10 points, it was an automatic win
Mm.
or an outcome of the game. As soon as they
Gotcha.
go up 10, it's automatic cash out win. Could you imagine that? You say, I think they was like plus 1,600. You put 100 on that, and they would have went up 10 in that first half. They would have cashed out. Filthy, man.
That's why I hate sports, man,
Filthy,
bro.
filthy. Like,
That would have been some bullshit. Oh my god, we play. Oh, who saw this weak stuff, man? You talking them
Michigan
damn
State.
Spartans, bro? I know this. This weak stuff.
Hopefully, fears don't kick nobody today or
Right,
tomorrow
straight
or
up.
in 2 days.
Speaking of
So
that, man, I don't think it's anything to be worried about because, but you got Michigan up by 4 at halftime against Howard,
it
one
don't matter.
sixteen.
Get that scare out the way. And but Michigan is also a second half team.
Gotcha.
Like I've seen them go down and be
Mm-hmm.
losing at halftime and still win by 35.
Also true.
I've seen it in Big Ten play. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I got them winning in one bracket, but it's kind of hard when you down to like your third point guard. So we'll see what
Also true.
happens. There's no excuses. Like we got the talent to come out the bracket, but not having your point guard hurts. And we gonna see they are four as long as they win.
Mm-hmm.
The name of the game is survive in advance. It's not
Survive
it's
in
not about.
advance.
It doesn't matter if you. I'd rather win every single game by one and win a
Mm-hmm.
national, win a natty
Yep.
versus blowing everybody out and then losing.
Big facts, man. And
So
unlike the NBA, this ain't a situation where you just have to win 4 out of 7 games or it's the first of 4 victories. I mean, bottom line, it's literally sudden death. Like you lose one, you out. That's just it. You need to win 6 straight games, and you have to play your best basketball. Period. Can't make mental mistakes. Like I was referencing that game earlier with Sienna and Duke. As soon as Big Man smoked that dunk, I'm like, can't happen. Came down, missed another clean look. Duke cut it down to 6. I'm like, it can't happen, bro. Like Duke literally got like they went on like it was something stupid like a 8-0 run, man, to cut that lead down from like 12 to 4, like real fast. And it could happen like that in the blink of an eye, especially in like a situation like that, man. Like again, palms start getting sweaty, heart start beating fast. Like it's the beauty of the tournament, man. That I love it so much.
like
Anyway,
to speak real quick to speak about your boys,
mm-hmm.
right?
Talking
The
about Ohio
Buckeyes.
State or
Yeah.
okay,
So this is the drastic difference between like the pro game and the college game.
mm-hmm.
In the pro game, especially today's game, you will never see a team get beat on the shot that Ohio State got beat on today.
Yeah,
There's no way in
yeah.
hell you should be letting their center get 5 feet from the bucket and just do a turnaround uh, for a game winner. Like that's completely asinine. Like I, I love it, but I hate it at the same time. Like because basketball could really be that simple,
Yeah.
but you should never lose a tournament game like that, especially after the second half that y'all had.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but this is Buckeye basketball. If you're being honest, it's very inconsistent. Uh, Thornton shows up at spots throughout the game, but to me, he's not consistent. Even though he's the all-time scoring leader in Buckeye history, which is the longevity award. Personally, if I was a hooper and I had admiration of going pro, that's not a record I would want because that means that I stayed in college too long, and I'm probably not a
Mm-hmm.
professional athlete. That's the difference between a college basketball record and a football record. So, but hey, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
There was an 8 seed for a reason, and it was a true 8-9 matchup. It was an 8-9
Yeah.
matchup, won by 2 points.
Mm-hmm. I
So
mean,
that's a
it
toss
was
up. It's a toss up
yeah.
game.
It's definitely one of those 50-50 games. I mean that's the beauty of like the science of like that they got behind this bracket. Which like I know as much as we crucified them for like disrespecting Miami of Ohio, it's why like you wind up getting good games like that at those spots, man. It's literally 50-50. Two teams that's had like a choppy season. You know what I mean? Like had spurts where they didn't look like they were gonna make it. Might have been on the bubble. And like I had to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hated to see it, but I understand why it happened at the same time, specifically with Ohio State. They've been up and down all damn season, bro. Like, period. It just didn't. I just didn't think that. they were going to go that far. Like maybe Sweet 16 at the most, but even then I knew that was going to be a reach because I'm just like, this team, bro, they've just been inconsistent. They've had moments. I mean, at one point we were realistically talking about like about a month ago that they were on their way to the NIT, bro. Like it just did not look like they were going to make that jump, but went on a nice little win streak to close the season. Caught some momentum, won some big games, and here we are. But I'm not surprised, man. I know a lot of cats is crashing out. Oh, Jake Diebler need to be fired. He's a terrible coach. He belongs in the high school coach. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Pack. But I mean, considering, I think they honestly overachieved because I didn't think that highly of this team to start the season, and the proof's in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? So, getting to some of that, he says, Money says pause. We're gonna get to our winners here in a second. I got your comment on that. He says he don't think they get. Money's not got no faith in that. What happened to the old? You got to trust Izzo in March. Like where all that energy at, man? Zay, experience matters. It definitely matters, man. Experience matters a whole hell of a lot in March.
So I'm just saying, if y'all beat Louisville,
Mm-hmm.
y'all most likely gonna be playing UConn, and there's a lot of dip on that chip. Like it's a lot of dip on that chip. So
That's exactly right, Nick. Yeah, that shit'll take forever. Burn it. But
well,
go ahead, bro.
but like the comment on that because I seen that and I wanted to comment on it. Right?
So let's pull that back up. Imagine if March Madness.
That might be one of the silliest things you don't say.
Ah!
Like one, it'll work out to where it's the 8 anyway, because there's a clear difference between the number 1 team in the NBA and the 20th team in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be back to back, 2 wins, getting off the fucking court.
It'd be a hell
It'd
of a
be
lot of
that,
sweeps.
yeah, it'd be sweeps galore. Like the top 6 teams,
Yeah.
they sweeping whoever. Like that shit over with. So yeah, like
Nah.
top 6 seeds in that format, 2 games. So it doesn't even make sense to do it.
Yeah, not at all, bro. I mean, there's a reason why this thing is like just over the decades. It's just gotten bigger, and we're at 68 teams overall. I mean, they've had the formula right. That's exactly why, like, it's basically been like that for an extended period of time. But no, that concept, like Nick said, it's gonna take forever. But I'm just not digging that big of a that long of a situation in the tournament, man. That's kind of getting back to how it goes in like college football, and I'm just like digging that, bro. But he said, think about the NBA. Yeah, exactly. Like the NBA, like the playoffs is long as hell if you ask me. But nah, I just no, I'm not feeling that idea, man. That it gives off like college football vibes, but just like with more agonizing, like lengthy time, like with it. Like nah, bro. Mm-mm. The dance is what it is, man, and it's literally it's a beautiful thing, and it gives a lot of smaller schools a chance, like to like get themselves exposed, and it gives a lot of those guys that wasn't getting recruited by those big schools like the chance to shine. You know what I mean? And give themselves a realistic shot at playing at the next level, because especially in today's age where a lot of the exposure is dominated by social media, TV time. Who like again? I couldn't have told you anybody that played for Siena prior to today, but after watching that game of them against Duke, I know who Coyle is. I know that Coyle can shoot that damn ball and do some wicked shit with hands in his face.
If you playing on a team overseas near you,
he will more than likely, But hey, he might go to the combine. He might know how to play defense. Like all I'm gonna say is, man, Freddie VanVleet, last pick of the draft, got him a ring, hung around.
Hey, I'm just saying, niggas that bought at Siena, they transfer to Oklahoma and become first round picks,
especially now in today's NIL, unfortunately.
So.
No doubt. There's gonna be a Gonzaga or somebody calling his ass like soon. I'm sure. Talking about some come fly with me. So, but
I wonder what he is. He's probably a senior anyway. So.
But I know sophomore. Buddy balled out. Sophomore. Sophomore? Yeah.
He'll be at Baker School next year. He'll be at Duke.
They said, buddy, to miss like 15 calls already. Like, son, we need your 3-point shooting. We need your ability to stretch the floor. Come fly with me. So
Yeah.
yeah. But wrapping it up here, our final four predictions, man. And early tournament standouts so far. My final four that I got so far. I got Houston and Duke on the one side of the bracket, and then I got Arizona and Michigan with a national championship matchup of Houston over Arizona. Houston's my pick so far. I'm sticking with it, and we're gonna see how it pans out. I just think that they're there, man. They've gotten a taste of like Houston's the strongest team, man. We're gonna see how it goes, but I can't dismiss what I've seen out of Arizona and Michigan, brother. Like them two teams are gonna be a tough ass out, like period. Especially Arizona. Arizona's gonna be a tough ass out.
Yeah. So I have two brackets, but my main bracket, which I have Michigan winning this bracket. But my final four, I have Duke in Houston, and on the Michigan side, I have Arkansas coming out that region and playing Michigan in the Final Four. Yeah, I have Arkansas beating Arizona.
Interesting. Oh, you rolling with your mans in there,
I'm
rolling with
going-
Coach Cal and the crew.
Yeah, I'm a Coach Cal guy, and I fuck with A-Cuff, bro. Like I watched
tough,
him in the
bro.
SEC tournament. Like I fuck with A-Cuff. Like
That dude.
so, and he showed up today. So I think he tournament ready, and that's what like I feel solid about that pick. Like so, and then I got them beating Purdue. So I got them beating the 1 and 2 seed in their region. But then I got Michigan and Duke in the Natty, and Michigan winning that rematch.
Of course you got
So
Michigan beating Duke.
yeah, it's only right. History repeats itself.
Oh, here you go. If y'all know what he's talking about, man, the old legendary rivalry between those schools. I would say it would have been basketball's version of Catholics versus convicts. It carried that kind of tone behind it.
I
What we're talking about.
love that BYU pick for you. I love it because I fuck with AJ, so I understand why you went BYU, but that's a tough ass bracket to come out of.
I was going to say, bro,
Like,
dog.
like that's a tough bracket. Like they got to get through. They got to come back and finish Texas off today. That's one.
Yep.
Then they got to beat Gonzaga. Then they got to beat Purdue, and then they either got to beat Arizona or Arkansas. That's a lot for AJ to get through. Like if AJ get through that, he goated, bro. I'll give you that. That nigga goated. Like if he get through that region, that nigga goated.
All I'm gonna say is, buddy. All I'm gonna say is, right now, as I'm looking at these stats, this is not test. It's the real thing. Help me, cause buddy ain't getting no help out there, brother. He got 20 right now. He's cooking, but I ain't missed both his 3-point shots right now, man. Other two score. I mean, there's only 2 other guys that have scored points, man. He needs some help, bro.
Yeah, like I fuck with AJ, but like if he get through that, hey, honestly, if he gets through that,
Oh, he's the number 1 pick.
oh, and you gotta start having talk, and then you gotta start having talks. Is he the best freshman of all time? That it opens up that if he gets through that gauntlet and wins a natty as a 6 seed, yeah, yep, you gotta start having that conversation, bro.
Over Melo, bro.
Hey, Melo came
Careful.
as a 1 seed. I'm very careful about what the fuck I'm saying. If he gets through that gauntlet and wins a natty, yes, he's in the conversation as best freshman of all time.
No, man.
He
Well,
is. He's in that conversation.
I'll give you Sweet 16 at the most, but the shit's
Oh,
not
no,
serious.
I don't have them coming out that region. I don't. But like
I got
like
you.
I said,
I got you.
if he gets out of that, yes, because you just looked at it, right?
Oh.
It's halftime. That means he's going to go through this tournament averaging 40. Yeah, so if
So
he
you're saying
does
there's a
this,
chance?
So if he does this, yes, he is in that conversation of
Oh
greatest freshman
man.
of
I mean,
all time.
I'll give you greatest carry job, but buddy, what I saw from Carmelo Anthony back in 2003 was something special. Granted, he had more help on that team and they were a top
Right.
seed, but
And he didn't have to average 40. If he goes through this and has to average 40 or damn near 40 and wins a natty, he's in the talks as best freshman of all time.
AJ the Bonser, bro. What can you say? Definitely is going to be a special talent at the next level. But
I'm just
hey,
happy. I'm just happy
hey,
the
but you
Clippers
know
got
what
their shit
though?
together.
This is what the madness is about, man. It's about these storylines. It's about these kids that catch fire. Guys trying to come for that number one spot. Guys having to carry. You know, like I told you earlier about old boy for Sienna smoking the dunk, which kind of changed the momentum in that game. It's about that, bro. You know, we gonna see. This is where guys become legendary, man.
Yeah,
You
because
just
like I'm looking at it. Where they at? Where the fuck are they at? Like,
Mello was him or thee, brother. I
because just
mean,
like we talking about AJ,
hmm
if Peterson do that same shit, like me not talking about greatest because he just didn't play enough, but that'd be impressive as hell, my boy.
we gonna see, man. But you know, I'm not sold on Peterson, bro. As far as
Oh, I'm
just
sold. I'm sold on his
as a
game.
talent, yes, but
I'm sold on his game. Like
yeah,
I just don't know. As a, I'm sold on his game and as a prospect,
yeah.
and I just don't like the fact that he taking Kawhi tactics
That's
at
what I'm
16 and
saying, bro.
18.
Like
Like
you low manager, you ain't even 25, bro. You ain't even had no major hit. Like, come on, bro. Coach, I got a crib. Crib. Come on, bro. Like, where the toughness at, man? Where's the toughness at? Paz says as a accused guy, he's rooting for AJ. I mean, you know what though, man, Paz, I'm not necessarily mad at it, but man, like Zay said, that bracket, it's big, strong, fast,
fast.
unorthodox. That's a balanced breakfast over there, boy.
Like if he get through that,
Yeah,
that's 100% on him. And
yeah.
if you not even gonna have to wait the full time before it go pick us in. Like,
Oh, you saying it's gonna be like Orlando in '92? They're gonna have the
oh,
jersey ready with his name on the back
if he was
with
to
the
get
number
through that,
one.
there's no conversation. He's locked as the one. If he did that, lock as a one. Like
That's fair.
it borderline may be locked now, but if he did that, it's submitted. I mean, like whoever on that day they start like the lottery balls drop pause. Whoever
That's crazy.
whoever gets that one spot, he might as well go start looking real estate because that's where he gonna be.
That's fair.
That's where AJ gonna be if he
That's
get to
fair.
that.
And I tell you, I'm not mad at anybody taking him number one. I think he's got that kind of potential to like change a franchise around, bro. Like he's a guy that if he lands, shit, I don't know, in a Sacramento or something like that, he could be a guy that could lift up a front like a shit franchise, bro. Like I think he's got that level
I
of
think
talent.
I think it's four guys. I think
In
it's
this
four to five
particular,
guys in this draft that's gonna be cornerstone type guys. Like, because as long as
so
Dylan is healthy, talent wise, he's a cornerstone franchise changing type of talent. So you already got two with just them
you're saying Peterson and the Monster.
and the Bonza, and I think
Okay.
A Cup is too.
A Cup is
So that's
definitely that.
three.
We're on the same page there. Like, nah, that dude, whew,
I think
he's
Buddy
one of those
for
Coach
North
Cal
Carolina.
guards, bro.
I
Yeah.
think Buddy from North Carolina is like that.
Talking
The one
about
that's hurt.
Caleb. Yeah,
Yep,
Caleb.
Caleb
Yeah.
Wilson. He like that, and Boozer is low key like that. I just
Cam Boozer impressed me today,
low
bro.
he
I
low
ain't
key
gonna
like
hold
that.
you. Yeah.
So that's what I said. It's maybe four. It's maybe five. I just don't
Yeah.
know if Boozer got the offensive game to translate to the NBA to be that cornerstone. That's the
Yeah.
where I'm like maybe,
But the
but at the
dude,
same
is
time,
a
he can
he's
develop
tough,
that.
bro.
He can develop
Yeah.
that because
Yeah.
no one thought Anthony Davis was going to be the offensive talent he was coming out of Kentucky. So, and I'm not saying he's the defender that he was. We knew that he was going to be a supreme defender coming out of Kentucky.
Oh yeah, I mean the dude was
But
just long as shit. Pause.
but
But
yeah, crazy pause. But yeah,
man, we got the pause Nazis out there, man. Got to stay on top of shit. But Nah, we gonna see, man. I really was impressed with like Cam Boozer, man. I haven't watched Duke a whole lot this year, man. I've been kind of following through highlights and stuff, but nah, saw a lot of grown man moments, man. Like going up in traffic, offensive rebounds, second chances, man. Fighting through like with getting fouled like a motherfucker, bro, and like helping to will Duke to that victory, bro. Like him and his bro, man. Like they showed up. They showed up after getting punched in the mouth, man. That's what shows me like can I count on you at the next level? What is your resiliency like? Do you believe? Do you buy into what your coach is trying to tell you in the moment of truth when you down? Like because again, these kids, man, they feel that pressure, especially in today's world with social media. You already know, like people questioning them, they thinking about branding. Like these cats was out here featured with their dad on a Samsung commercials during this shit, man. You already know people. There's haters out there waiting for that downfall, man, for them to fall flat on their face. So I was definitely impressed, man. Carlos Boozer, shout out, man. Definitely doing a good job with his boys, man. But Cam looks like he's gonna be special at that next level. That's for damn sure. But folks, we will be keeping it moving, man. Be sure to drop, who you got your picks with the brackets, man, in the chat as well too. And don't be afraid to share your final four picks and your champion as well. But we are going to move into the final stretch here of the podcast, and it's been all fun and games, but we got some serious shit to discuss here with this final stretch of the podcast here. We're going to move right along. We got some. Oh, hang on, just had it. Segment 3 is talking about sports law and accountability when the game gets real. We got two separate situations to talk about here, real quick. One involving some legal matters between two guys that have had some unfortunate falls from grace, man, for varying reasons in general. But the one we are going to revisit is one that we had which I hate to say that we kind of had like a launching breakout moment surrounding his particular case. But we got to definitely pay reduce because hey, when we I ain't gonna say capitalize, but when we bring good content based off of a subject, I feel that if there's a thing that comes out like later on, we got to spin the block and highlight that as well. But former Michigan head coach Sherrone Moore legal situation has been updated here of late. If you have not been paying attention, the felony charges against him was dismissed. If I understand correctly, he had pled guilty to a lesser charge, which will basically reduce the potential of any sort of like prison sentence as well. But there's a lot of smoke and mirrors surrounding how this case and process developed. There's been a lot of nonsense floated out there, whether the University of Michigan was involved in like some stuff with the investigation, what happened with the accusers, prosecution. But Zay, here we are, man. Sherrone Moore, obviously not totally innocent in regards to what all transpired during that stretch, but apparently there are some holes in the story from the prosecution. I know you know a little bit more about this story, and I'm gonna give the floor to you to open it up, man. Your thoughts on the latest with Sherrone Moore's case?
Yeah, so with the case, so let's first clear up this thing where before I dive into
Mm-hmm.
what we're mainly talking about. People are
Yep.
talking about like, oh well, he should sue the university. And okay, so the university has zero to do with what's going on right now. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
he was fired for cause. When you fired for cause, he in
Mm-hmm.
fact did have relations with his staffer, which is
Yep. Violation
a
of
cause
contract.
reason for termination. So Michigan was
Mm-hmm.
not wrong in firing him. This was not some type of wrongful termination. So let's clear that up first. So that whole notion, you fuckheads, be educated and understand what you're talking about in regards to that. It has no bearing on the Michigan decision or whether it was a wrongful dismissal of Moore. It was a fair dismissal based off the actions he did with having the relations with the staffer. The issue at hand is that with the felony charges of like harassment and the embellishment that he threatened to take his and her life with a butter knife. Um, those are the facts of what they're talking about with the charges. So when you are talking about harassment through text messages and phone communications, when it is in regards to the employer, you have to be able to specify and determine if it's actually harassment outside of the framework of your job. So they just were saying like, oh, these are all the communications. This is how many times he contacted her, X, Y, and Z. But it was proven that that was in the constructs of the job with him being with her being his assistant. So they were embellishing, saying that it was harassment type of behavior because of how often he was contacting her,
Right.
even though it's his personal assistant.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why that was done. And then there was some embellishment with the one of the officers with the evidence to help with the like the threat side. It was a lot that went on, but
Mm-hmm.
it was also was like recordings was leaked and text messages was leaked with her and the attorney on what to do and why when he showed up the first call was to the attorney and not the the law enforcement. It was a whole
Mm-hmm.
bunch to it, and so they were able to prove that it wasn't harassment. So like that was dropped, uh, and also like you said, he pled guilty to a lesser charge. So he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna get any jail time
Mm-hmm.
with the current charges that he have and what he pled guilty to. So I think he's free from that.
Yeah.
But it's just someone trying to capitalize and paint a picture that actually wasn't what the real picture
100%
was,
accurate. Yep.
and them just trying to capitalize on the moment because they then were going to go for most likely like monetary gain afterwards. We're trying to sue him and his then wife if he would have been in prison, but that was thrown out. So we're here, and at that point, I actually would countersue her um, for like
Defamation.
I don't know if you can do defamation because you did cheat, so it'd be hard to
Yeah.
prove. But
But I would say,
you did
yeah.
do some damage beyond that because you lied with the
Mm-hmm.
harassment side. So
Yeah.
we'll
No
see.
doubt. I mean, and I appreciate you clearing that up because again, especially in today's world, we got there. Now I'm not gonna say we because we don't do that necessarily, but a lot of people got a bad habit of like casting judgment without 100% facts, and then even once the facts come out, trying to alter it and make it more than what it really is. Bullshit aside, no matter who you root for in the from the sports standpoint, I don't like the fact that this stuff was being painted for the University of Michigan being involved with like the cover up of the situation as well. I mean, this was strictly on the prosecution understanding and finding out that there was a lot of embellishment, exaggeration as far as like the facts surrounding this particular case. So obviously, Sherrone Moore is not innocent. Totally. I mean, obviously he did cheat. He did, cheat on his wife. Infidelity, obviously. Violated his contract, like you said, from the legal standpoint, which was grounds for termination for having an improper relationship with a staffer. But it's the extra shit, man. It's almost like a classic case of you give somebody an inch and they want to take a mile, type shit. You know
Try to
what I
take
mean?
10
Like,
miles.
yeah, like 10 miles, literally 10 miles of running type shit. So I'm not absolving him at all for the infidelity piece of it and whatever was proven to be true. But like, damn, bro, like why? It I got a saying, and I've been saying this for like quite a long time, man. Uh, whether it's whether you're involved in a relationship, married, or with somebody having a fling, whatever the case is, as blissful as that situation can be, it can be equally toxic. And I'm talking like on an extreme level, and this is a classic case of that. You got a situation where like whatever happened between the two, it didn't go right. Whether um, you know, whatever happened between them. Obviously, this did not go well, and it wound up costing him his job. Not that he was innocent of like not any wrongdoings. He did cheat. He made the decision to cheat. However, but it's like, damn, what else happened for it to get to that point where you feel like you got to inflate, implant, and do all this extra shit to try to basically crucify the man at that point? That's the part that we're not getting talked about, and that's the part that where it's sickening that you know, um, I'm not gonna put the race tag to it, but this seems to be like a trend where black men from the head, like what they're like at a head coaching level or athletes or whatnot, they seem to wind up getting caught up in these situations where like stuff gets exaggerated and a negative picture, an even further negative picture gets painted on them. Not that Sherrone Moore again like is totally innocent, he clearly cheated, but Why the extra shit? Why? Like, why can't it just stay at the fact that improper relationship gets fired? Cool. Why all the extra shit, man? You know. So
Because
for
everybody trying to get paid.
yeah, and that's the end of the day, and it becomes more about greed than the actual like negligent act, and that's what I hate about what happens here with this legal stuff. A lot of people, I don't say a lot of people, but a few people I've had debates with through the years, they seem to think that I take the sides of the accused in those situations, and that's not the case with me. I'm more of like a firm believer of wait until the facts come out, then render your decision. You can't deem somebody guilty in the court of public opinion, even though we do it anyway. You know what I mean? Before all the facts like truly come out.
Yeah, we
And
live in a
this
society where it's the system says you are innocent until proven guilty, but you're really guilty until proven innocent.
I'll say it's the other
So,
way around. Yep.
so yeah, that's just the world and society that we live in.
Yeah, no doubt. About it. And then the second piece of this here, man. Do you think the fallout from this whole incident? I mean, I know obviously Michigan, the University of Michigan, doesn't have anything to do with like the outcome of this case or like the details behind it. Do you think this is going to hurt their program in any way, shape, or form moving forward? I mean, obviously
Michigan,
they
no,
will. Okay.
no, because like the actions that we're speaking of wasn't on campus and nothing to do with the university outside of they were both former or employees of the university at the time or wasn't at the time, depending on how you want to look at it.
Yep.
So no, it doesn't have any bearing on the university at all. Their hands are washed clean of it. Like as soon as they found out that the relationship did happen, they terminated them immediately. So they did the investigation. It wasn't found, and then which she cooperated in them not finding evidence.
Right.
And then after whatever happened, she came clean and said that it did happen and provided proof that it fucking happened, and it swiftly happened.
Yep.
So, and that's what it was. So, even though a lot of people up in Ann Arbor say it was the worst kept secret in Ann Arbor,
And
so
that's exactly why we cannot absorb. I mean, we owe Sherrone Moore an apology to some degree, but he's not far from being like innocent. You know what I mean in this whole
yep.
matter. But 50-50 card. We can dismiss 50% of this. Because again, he did make a valid decision to violate his contract and roll the dice. I'm like, and that's crazy that people were saying it was worst kept secret. Like, damn.
Yeah, like
But
those are actual quotes. That was the actual quote.
that
That
is
is the worst
insane.
kept secret in Ann Arbor. And to your point, Paz, I get you saying take race out of it. I get it, but it's hard to say that it doesn't play a factor into it. And I have another example of a situation that took place also this year with a coach being fired this year, and it was of the opposite race. But then you can be like, well, it wasn't of the same status of a Michigan, but Ohio University's coach got fired for busting students down,
Even
not
more
staffers,
egregious.
students in the office and alcohol in the office. Like that motherfucker was egregious, and we ain't heard shit else about him. Like,
Not a thing.
but like it's hard to negate that,
Yeah.
and I get what you're saying because I honestly think if he was the head coach at Michigan and it happened, he was busting down Michigan students, we still would hear about it because it's
Yeah.
Michigan. But the fact that this his firing wasn't louder, I think speaks to that. That's all I'm saying. So
And the fact it's like the auto defense kicks in with that. They're like, oh well, it's at Ohio University. I'm like, bro, it's still a guy that was the head coach at a collegiate institution, D1,
Division
D3,
One.
whatever. You know, still entrusted with this the safety of students and athletes, and he signed a contract. But bottom line, he committed a similar act that was even more egregious. You know what I mean? Like, you can try hitting me with the consenting adults bullshit all you want, but bottom line, that's a violation of the contract. And like you said, it literally it caught smoke like within us talking about it within like weeks. And literally, this is the first time I've even like discussed it or even talked about it in any way, shape, or form, where it's came up since then. Literally, no
Yep.
no additional follow up, no court proceedings, none of that. nothing. So
Yeah, and he was also arrested too. Like I said, lick in the office, like in the office, busting down students in the office at the
yeesh.
scene at the frat parties. Like he a wild boy, boy.
Yeah,
He a
man.
wild boy,
He
boy.
put Buddy puts Coach O to shame, dog.
He was walking at the parties and the frat boys like, hey, we ain't seen you in a while, boy,
Where you
boy.
been? Pull to the
Oh
frat boys.
man,
We over there like, I
yeah.
know it ain't who I think it is. A little bit, brother. Damn, man. But nah, man. But hopefully, Sherrone Moore, man, bounces on his feet. I do got one question for you, though, that is kind of semi tied to this. Once the dust settles, do you think his coaching career is over? Period. Do you?
Head coach, yes. He'll
Fair
be
enough.
he'll be someone's position coach. I don't even know if he'll be a coordinator again. But
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll be because he's a hell of a recruiter. I'll give Sherrone that. Like he's a hell of a recruiter. He's one of the ones when it comes to recruiting.
Okay.
Now, if that's damaged, we have to see. But he was able to recruit, and hey, maybe one of his tactics was like, "Hey, you come with me because I'm gonna show you what."
Ah.
But but we'll see. We'll see. Like I don't think his career is completely over, but I think his
Yeah.
days as a head coach, a Division 1 Power 5 head coach, I think that's done.
Oh yeah, without
Because
question.
also his performance as a head coach doesn't warrant, like he'll have to prove it at like a lower tier MAC school something first, and then build himself all the way back up.
Shit, I'd say Sun Belt, but yeah.
MAC is Sun Belt, same shit.
No, put some respect on the Mac name, bro.
We just say that because we in the Midwest, bro.
That's
They the same
fine, but still,
they the same fucking level.
no,
They're the same
no.
fucking level.
If I had to bet on Bowling Green or Ohio over friggin' I don't know UTEP, I'm definitely taking the Mac school, bro. Come on now.
Over everybody in the Sun Belt, nah,
Yeah, pretty much. Who
nah.
else?
App
Who?
State.
That's different, man.
No, that was
oh,
different.
oh, that was different.
Oh, that's different.
oh, that was different. Sit down. Let's chill. Oh shoot. Yeah, I mean, I can see him doing that. If you ask me, his future, realistically speaking, I think he gets a shot on the NFL level, like in a specialist kind of role, and then maybe migrates like back to college or whatnot. Because you know, with I think at least with the felony pieces of it being dropped and it just coming down to him, cheating on his wife with a staffer, I think that could easily be like, kind of I ain't gonna say glanced over, but that can be semi forgiven to the point where he can like coach like on the collegiate level again. But he definitely want to get it back out the mud.
I will say this.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit.
Bobby Petrino is back at Arkansas. So I'll just leave that there. Like it took about 13 years, but
I
he
forgot
back.
about Bobby.
He back.
I
He
forgot
was
about
caught in the act with his girl on the back of the motorcycle because he crashed that motherfucker. Like,
I forgot
yeah,
about Bobby, bro.
Bobby. So we seen
Bobo
evidence.
Petrino.
'Cause she was also a staffer too. So
Yep,
it's
I remember that case very vividly. I forgot about it, but I remember that one
so
vividly. Ooh.
yeah, like
Eesh.
we could see it again, but he got to build himself up out the mud, out the mud. I mean, like because he gonna have to do twice as much because he one of us. So
And
yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at with it too. Like, yeah, Buddy gonna have to get it back out the mud. Like, it's gonna be blood, sweat, and tears. But hey, it can happen.
hey, we know he don't mind shedding a tear.
Nope. Damn, bro, that's tough. Now you gonna bring up the. oh, now that he's not with the team, now you gonna.
Oh, that passion was crazy. Just for
That-
you.
Hey, I'll
Shut
sit back
up,
like
Jerome.
Kobe, like soft.
It's
oh
Bobby
man,
B. Yeah, Bobby a wild boy.
Bobby's awesome. Bobby is basically it, man. That's exactly it, bro. Definitely can't forget about Bobby. Well, second piece to our final segment, then we're gonna get on about it here. If you have not been paying attention, man, there's a special case. Well, I'm not gonna say special, but there's a particular one, man. It brings a lot of interesting dialogue that needs to be placed. But it's no secret, given like the checker history we've heard about this guy since his playing days at the college level and even at the NFL level. Darren Lee, former Ohio State linebacker, former NFL linebacker. I do believe he's played several seasons for the Jets, if I remember correctly, and another
Yeah.
franchise or two.
I don't know about any other franchises, but I was only gonna play like 4 or 5 years. Like he was
Gotcha.
underwhelming. Great.
Considering the hype he had coming out, yeah.
Continue.
But wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. He said, "Man, just seeing coaches." Nah, bro. Wait. That would be some shit. But
Schools be like, yeah, take us out the game, bro. If that's what y'all doing, take us out the game, bro.
hell yeah, nah. That would be some wild stuff, bro. But I remember like way back in the day, like with college football, like people used to there used to be like that glitch in the game where like you had to choose whether to suspend the guy or whatnot because he did some nonsense like off the field. Like that was like a one hell of a reach of a feature, but it was entertaining. But it always happened at the worst time possible. It's like right when you head into a rivalry game or a bowl game and all that stuff. Like, yeah, come on, man. Like, what are you like? What is this?
What did you doing, baby?
What are you doing? No, no, baby. What are you doing? But if you have not been keeping up, man, Darren Lee has had a very checkered history as far as like with legal battles, man, since his playing days. Specifically here of late, he is now currently facing some very serious charges, according to a lot of media outlets and sources. He has recently been arrested and charged with first degree murder. And the stuff surrounding this case, man, really makes you wonder, like, what the hell is going on from the tech standpoint. Like, if you haven't been paying attention to this one's pretty interesting. Allegedly, according to prosecutors and investigators, not only is Darren Lee guilty of kill, or according to them, they're charging him with first degree murder of his now deceased
Girlfriend, yeah.
girlfriend at the time of this situation. But bro, the cover up behind it, they are saying that this guy used ChatGPT and other AI apps to figure out how to cover the shit up. And the apps gave him play by play steps on how to exactly go about doing this, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I do a lot of um I do a lot of work with ChatGPT, obviously with prepping for the podcast, coming up with outlines and stuff like that. I utilize it for a lot of things, but bro, you're talking cover up to commit a murder and all that, and the fact that the app is giving suggestions on how to conduct that shit, that is some scary shit to think about, bro.
You ask and you shall receive an answer. This
Unfiltered,
is this
not
is Chat
stop.
GPT, baby. You shall receive your answer. Like,
Crazy, bro.
I think it's like, why would you do that? Like, why would you be like, bro? CTE is an understatement, bro. But
Yeah, with him in
so
particular, yeah.
but it also goes deeper than that because like this isn't really.
That's why who want to ship? Who, what, huh? I know you ain't talking about
Yo,
Ohio
Terry,
State.
get off, bro. Like, flames, get off, bro. Hey, but in fairness, you need a few motherfuckers that got they screws loose
as
to
as
win a
as
natty.
as we
But
always casually said, hold on. Even as my coach said back when I was in high school, man, I ain't gonna reveal the one that said that, but when that team, when you going through tour days or you trying to get your special teams unit today, coach automatically asks, "All right, I need some psychos. I need some head cases, man. You know what I'm saying? Like what? I need some nuts, man, because you gotta be crazy as hell to go full speed and knock the shit out of somebody on special teams. So I need some psychos,
yeah, like
flat out.
he's a Columbus guy and went to New Albany, but he also had a history of violence against this woman, multiple times.
Multiple.
Uh, and those weren't alleged; those were like confirmed type things. But she dropped charges at later dates and times. Uh,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. That's unfortunate circumstances because clearly you can look at it and be like, the signs were there. You need to get out. Um, the OSU team was demons. Flames is funny. Like, but yeah, it's just wild. Like when you really sit back and think about it, it's fucking wild. Like,
Yeah.
and a lot of it could have been avoided. And I'm not gonna go to victim shame or like, why did you get away? Like, I'm not doing that because who's to say that she didn't? And that's what led to the incident that we're currently at right
Yeah.
now. But you trying to hide it up with Chat GPT is fucking bananas, bro. Like bonkers. That's just bonkers. But you know, it's 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 where we're at, bro. Unfortunately, like, oh,
I
I know some dudes. Like I you preach to the choir. Like
yes. I mean, don't get me wrong,
a
bro.
lot of
Like
people in
I
Columbus know stories of that
oh yeah.
of that 14 team. Like
Oh yeah. No doubt about it. Shit. I used to Uber, boy. Back in then. I know about some stories from back there, bro.
so, you know,
He
the
said,
low hanging fruit ones is like, in which is like playful at this point is with Zeke. So like,
dog.
but because that one of
Oh,
the same team that oh boy committed suicide to, and yeah, like that team was
mm-hmm.
Demons is a very nice way of putting it, Flames.
That is insane,
Very, it's a
bro.
very PC way of putting it. So
Hey. All I'm gonna
I'll
say
I'll
is,
I'll allow it.
all I'm gonna say is, hey man, attitude reflect leadership. We know who the coach was. We know what kind of time he used to be on. We know his track record. Hey,
Yeah. So
hey, bro. I used to Uber, bro. I used to hear some wild stories in my days of Ubering around Ohio State's campus, Grandview. You know what I'm saying? All them surround the Short North,
oh,
Upper Arlington,
if you
bro.
wanted to find out about Zeke, you just had to go down to Brothers. Zeke
That oh dog,
and that
and
and
I ain't
that
gonna
and
lie
that
to you.
and that silver Camaro. if you
Yep.
if you
Hey,
know,
bro, I used to live at Brothers. People that know me that know, bro. We used to do our thing down in that damn arena district, brother. Back in the day, like man.
all you had to do is go down to Brothers, go down to Gas Works.
Shit, Gasworks, bro. Shoot, BBR, man. Like
You want to see what Zeke is
Cantina,
on?
Callahan's, social, like dog. It used to go down in the arena district, buddy. I'm trying to tell you, like, like mm. There's a former Ohio State athlete that I saw quite often, man. When I felt that he should be training for the NBA, man. Like I remember, a lot of people know him. Let's just say he was supposed to be one of the best centers in the NBA, but there was multiple times where I saw my guy down there getting it in at those bars. I even had a couple of rounds with him, not personally, but just
But
just so happened to be in the area and partake in the
quit trying
shenanigans.
to be quit. So look, the issue with your story is you trying to be censored and not say who it was. Ohio State
I'm
ain't
telling
had
y'all who
many
it is. Shit.
great fucking centers. Like it's Odin. Goddamn, it's Odin. It's Gregory Odin. Like,
I mean, I kind of hinted at it. You said it, I did type shit. Yeah, but he said he said he'd trip up there and figure out this. It ain't what it used to be, bro. But like periodically.
hey, bro, Drake didn't say they love me like a college running back for for no fucking reason. Like it's that bar meant a lot. Like my city loved me like a college running back meant a lot. That shit spoke volumes. So
Dog, like it used
like
to. Yeah.
Zeke was wild and Zeke could do no wrong. Like if in the that's the reason like some of these pre-draft investigations
Oh
that happen is so
yeah.
full of shit because you wouldn't have to search far for Zeke to find out his character
No.
issues. You wouldn't have to search far, fuck it all. Like I
No.
mean, like 20 minutes into your investigation, you'd be like, oh yeah, I don't know about this motherfucker. So
You
like
a
when he
wild
when he
boy,
got in trouble
G.
for groping no girl, I was like, Nigga, that's a regular Tuesday here in Columbus. What the fuck we talking about? Like
Hashtag unfortunate fact. Because, buddy.
so
But nah, but getting back to the Darren Lee situation, man, it's just scary, bro. Like how the hell that with technology these days, bro, that you can literally go to Chat GPT and I ain't gonna say get away with murder, but there's steps and things that these apps can funnel to you on how to get away with cover ups and suggestive shit that there's like no restrictions against that. And I know that's the scary part about AI is that this is a classic case of it being unshackled, and that's the one thing where I'm just kind of like, you can't. But here's the irony of it: you can tell me how to cover up a murder, but you can't tell me on how to properly go about like launching a business. I can't figure out how to like calculate the odds on picking numbers for like the lotto. Nothing that's gonna like help me like thrive and like prosper and all that shit. But like, you can
they
tell me how to
restricted
cover up a murder.
they restricted Chat GPT on being able to help predict trends for betting.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, would you want to cover this murder up?
But
Axe
you
away.
exactly. I can figure out how to cover up a murder. No problem. No restrictions. None of that. So I can't use it for profit and financial like gain and financial like security. But I can figure out some shit on how to cover up a murder. I mean, we're talking. They said some of the transcripts is reading like, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but if you were to dispose of a body, here's how you do it, based on the suggestions from. I'm like, what? Forget Google, forget Yahoo, forget all your search engines. The shit is right there in real time, and probably even faster. Faster aspects happens if you got a premium subscription. That is some scary shit, Zay. Scary, bro. Like that takes the phrase of paying the cost to get you bumped off to a different level, brother. Shit, might be able to get
Welcome
it
to
for free
AI.
99.
Welcome to AI.
This shit is wild, bro. But apparently, man, he has been charged with that, man. The case is still an ongoing investigation, but the shit coming out of it, man, it don't look good, bro.
Damning. It's damning information. Like I know we were just talking about you guilty until proven innocent, and it should
Yo,
be innocent until proven guilty. But like to quote one of my favorite lines from the Boondocks, when I heard it just like that niggas guilty.
guilty. Hey, bro.
Like you know, I,
God,
I
Kate, bro.
like I hope he not,
Yeah.
but like the information I seen coming out, that's the only
I
thing that
mean, you're talking
it's
like,
like
bro, the shit that they're describing, like, bro, they're saying that there's blood in every room, blood handprints on the wall, drag marks through the hallway, like, blunt force, broken neck, like, dog, like, what? And he tried to
history
cover up the.
history of violence against her, history of threats against her life. It's like
Mm-hmm.
if someone set you up, they picked the right motherfucker to set up and get away with it
And they,
because it's a clear history, a documented history. So it's damning information.
dog, we're
So
talking severe. They're saying multiple stab wounds and human bite marks, like, that is some scary shit. And the fact that he took one of these, bro, he took one of these and was able to search on how to cover the shit up, bro. Like, I be careful with AI, man, because this shit is getting crazy, bro. But this will be definitely be like a groundbreaking thing. I think that will like lead to more shackles. But of course, when officials try to reach out to, I forget the guy's name.
they may not shackle it, but they may just put it into the back end. If that type of shit is search, it's automatically sent to the FBI.
It should, which it should be. It should be, bro.
So
There's a reason why you should be searching on how to cover up a damn murder, let alone what to do with like body parts and all that type of shit. Like that shit's just scary. But I'm sure there'll be more like media coverage coming out about that, man. But I sincerely feel bad for his mom, man. I mean, can you imagine like being, like you said, an established personality like here locally in Columbus, man, being a former news anchor here for like a local news station and basically retiring from that career to go to support your son in the NFL and all that, man. And this is what like comes of all that. Like that shit is tough, bro. It's sad, man. It just goes to show, man. Like Mental health is a real thing, man, and you got to stay on top of that stuff, bro. If you like, do not be afraid to go seek therapy if you need it, bro. Like, cause suffering in silence and like when there's clear signs of like stuff that's going on, man, you gotta like take action, man. Do not have the pride of thinking that you're above like getting therapy and stuff like that, because that could easily lead to some shit unraveling like this, man. And in his case, I just think with just everything that's like pointing in that direction, bro, all the signs are there of like he legit. There's nothing going on with him mentally that would suggest or say that he's committing a negative action. Like everything that he's accused of, and there's a track record of it. It's like something is going on in his mind that's telling him it's okay to do this shit, bro, with no repercussion. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's just CTE, man. It might be more than that. You know what I mean? But just the thought, like don't like, wouldn't you think like before you even search for that shit, like they're going to trace that back, bro. Like if you like wind up searching for some shit like that, bro, like they can see everything. How they could track your whereabouts, like like these phones, bro. These devices track every single thing that you're doing, bro. Like where you went travel for a day. Like I could legit like go into like my Google right now, and there's like a Google like timeline that shows where I drove to, where I was at, how long I was at that spot or whatnot. Literally, like I legit like went back in one day and retraced because I couldn't remember if I went to a certain spot for like lunch that day when like money was missing from my account type shit. Like, bro, like you mean to tell me like you don't think these investigators can track down shit? It's pointless, bro. Pointless to commit crimes, bro. Too much tech. Too much tech. But hey, but nah, man. We'll definitely see how that all pans out and where we get to from here, y'all. But we have officially reached the final stretch here and the finish line for the podcast here this evening. Grand closing is on deck here, man. We have done our job, delivered our crisp takes, but just to friendly remind everybody, we got new episodes coming out weekly. The road to episode 100 is still fully underway with us completing our first episode on the back end of 50. Obviously, stay tuned. We got more subjects coming up, as they alluded to earlier. We got the mock drafts that's going to be coming up here as the NFL draft slowly approaches. So we're going to have some shenanigans going off on that. We are currently working on our first collaboration with another platform. So stay tuned. We might be talking about possibly doing a special show a little off schedule here in the near future, but we're still working on that, getting the details. But nonetheless, man, you're going to see some stuff that you ain't seen from us before coming in the very near future. But Zaytoven, you got anything for the folks before we get up out of here?
Hey, continue to rock with us as we prepare for takeoff. So I see some a lot of growth coming this year. So be ready, be locked in. I appreciate you guys now. I'm gonna say it in advance because I'm expecting great things this year, and I think we need to be prepared for a great push forward. So continue to rock with us, continue to grow with us, and enjoy the ride along the way. We appreciate you guys.
Absolutely, man. As my man said, appreciate the love and support. Be sure to follow, subscribe, stay crisp out there with your takes and your actions, man. And again, be sure to follow us on every social media platform. And just a friendly reminder, don't forget, this is the Crisp Logic Podcast with your boys, Frost and Zay. And also be sure to check out my man's Substack column item, man. Between the Lines with Zay, my man's still putting out some pretty good content as well on there. If you are the person that is into article reading and old-fashioned ways of consumption of media, always put out some fire articles about some legendary subjects, man. So be sure to check him out on Substack as well. And this has been the Dynamic Duo. We are signing off for today. May your brackets remain intact and your Sweet 16s, Elite 8s, and Final Fours all stay intact. But day one is coming down to a close. We will holler at y'all next week as we see where we're at.
What did I tell you about Michigan? They up 28.
God damn, bro. God damn.
With 5 minutes left, bro. They told you.
Hashtag that escalated quickly. How the hell you go from being down 4 at halftime to being, or no, being up by 4 at halftime to just up by 20? God damn, bro.
Yeah, I told you. I told you that second half team. I'm not really worried about it. It's 93-68.
Damn, you was on French Montana time. Boy said, I ain't worried about nothing. You ain't worried about nothing. Got you bad, just with me. So
it's ridiculous.
But be sure to stay tuned, man. March Madness is in full effect, man. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. More games are going to be kicking off at 12 noon. And I'm going to holler at y'all from a bar or somewhere, man. We're going to catch me some wings here soon. But this has been Frost and Zay from the Chris Logic Podcast. We're going to catch y'all later on. Peace and love.
Peace.
Peace.